Walking hand in hand on the ocean floor, down deep we wander. Louder we sing, no there is no cure in this together. I don't wanna tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. Everything about you is the one, it's the one. Really won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. When you got my lipstick on your white shirt collar. Only see you. Hearts and letters carved into the shore. We'll never grow old. I don't wanna tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. But everything about you is the one, it's the one. Really won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. When you got my lipstick on your white shirt collar. Think I'd try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I hope we turn it around. No, I hope we turn it around. It's the right time, I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through. Get you out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now.
Something. Woo!
Don't know the
Hey guys, welcome back to Tuesday Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, and for those of you who are visiting here, trying to watch the madness that ensue, welcome to the Black Tower, where we are going to share one of the many stories from our archives. So last week's chapter, we went over these groups finally making it to the capital city of Ariellen, and beginning to take on some of their personal goals. Some of you met up with some old friends and had a great time. Some of you met up with some new friends and got your souls crushed. So, this week...
Don't want to name any names.
Yeah, don't want to name any names. But if you guys haven't seen last week's episode, you should totally go watch Depressed Gamba. It got so bad, we added a special new emote in the chat. So, This week for Chapter 9, we open back up with the players in the capital city, um, meeting up after being slightly separated the previous day, but reconvening at Master Valerian's mansion. Uh, Trying to determine what your next steps are, whether or not you guys are going to take some business in Eladin to the north, or if you guys are even going to continue traveling together. So, for those of you that are new, obviously we play here on Twitch 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. We do have an after show on Thursdays. This is Adjacent with Jace, guy who plays Izal there, our producer person, asks us questions. Most people say bad things about me, but it's okay. It's a safe space. And we have fun. All of our broadcasts, however, are available 2 days afterwards on YouTube. So if you guys ever want to catch up on anything and it's not on Twitch, check the YouTube. Also, if you aren't following us on Twitch, YouTube, or any of our socials, give a shout out to our wonderful mods in the chat so that way they can give you socials and you can access all of those. That'll help you know if we do have any issues like tonight, as we apparently have a thunderstorm warning rolling in later this evening. Hopefully that does not crash our screen, but if we suddenly go black, well, you know why. Just monitor our socials for updates there. Okay, I believe, Mr. Producer Boss Guy, that is all of our announcements.
It's Sir, Mr. Producer Boss Guy.
Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting.
Yeah, we're good. As long as we don't suddenly crash, we're fine.
Okay, awesome. Well, with that, let us go ahead and start this week's chapter. So, most of you awake in the early dawn hours of the following morn to the sound of a vibrant waterfront. Some of you are still sleeping in late, trying to sleep off the copious amounts of alcohol and shame that you imbibed the previous evening. Nonetheless, the smell of cooking meats and a variety of other breakfast foods begins to waft up to the second floor where the rooms are located. So, what is it you guys wish to do? Or I guess, Volred, you're obviously the first to awaken. Anything you want to achieve prior to the other party waking up?
No, he hates being the first one to figure shit out all the time. But it's okay. There's nothing. He's just sitting there. Am I still sharing a room with Arthur?
I believe so, yes.
He's making a concerted effort to, like, not stare at him. So he's actively just, like, back turned. Just waiting.
Okie dokie.
Which makes it all the worse.
You gotta get like a fantasy swivel chair, like in the room, like slowly turn and face him. Disturbing.
Yeah. So, all right. The rest of you slowly begin to wake up. I imagine Gander is probably pretty sloshed. I don't know about anyone else, but what are you guys going to do in the morning?
I would like to get up and go downstairs and see if I can get them to make tea for Gander, because I know he's going to have a very rough morning since that was his first time getting drunk. So I'm going to try.
He wasn't drunk.
Help him
he
out.
Is plastered.
He didn't drink a lot, but
yes,
he's very small.
But yes, they don't have anything on the menu, but the owner does possess some small amount of tea from her personal stock that she's willing to share.
It's like, thank you. He's going to be real upset when he wakes up, so that'll help.
Okay.
and I'll just bring it back up to the room and just wait for Gander to wake up on his own. And after he starts to take way too long because he's hungover, I'm just gonna get him out of the room myself, flip him out of the bed.
I don't wanna.
Niceness stops at 9. Get up.
It's not 9.
Yes, it is.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna have a fun day. Let's go.
No. I'm staying in bed.
I said niceness ends at 9. So either you get up and get ready, or we're gonna see how unnice it's gonna be.
I'm just gonna like unwrap myself from the sheets because this has happened once when I slept in, and Izal wanted to go.
It's time to go.
When Izal says it's time to go, it's time to go. But yes, I will. Smelling the tea that you have so kindly acquired for me, I will drink it. But like, I mean, I'm still sad. I'm still sad, Gander.
Drink your sad tea and let's get going for the day. We got things to do.
You say sad gander, and I just think sad panda.
Sad bit.
What are we doing today?
Well, I'm gonna go to the Adventurers Guild, and you're gonna go figure out what you're gonna do with the rest of your life. So it's gonna be a fun day. That's it for us right now, I guess.
All right.
Next up.
Next, please.
Caleb, Gorbeck, what are you guys up to this morning?
Torvik's still at the other house.
I stayed up late.
Oh, that's true. You
why
stayed up
is
late
my
at-
D-man forget? Come on.
at the animal house. Yes.
Should have been the first thing you did.
Caleb is in his room enjoying some peace and quiet, studying those partially acquired spell pages that he got from the tower.
Okay. And Caleb, in the silence of the room, the familiar voice creeps into the void. So, you've doing an awful lot of studying recently.
Yes, I like to know things, and first key to knowing things is finding out where to study and what to learn.
Well, I
And,
suppose that's true.
Yeah,
Still, you are using some of my old research notes. I'll be interested to see what you make of it.
we shall see. You can help at any time.
Yes, I know, but it's so much more interesting to see how your mind works. Think of it as a test.
Think of my brain as a spider web. Goes everywhere and does nothing.
Yes. I'm kind of curious. Very curious. Oh well. We'll find out
shall
later.
see. We shall see. And I go back to reading through the various pages of spells that I've got and see what I can piece together and what I can't piece together.
Okay. Yeah, and there's some instances where you're going and kind of scribbling in the book, like some notes in the margins and stuff. And as you're kind of drawing in some diagrams, you watch as some of that ink kind of slowly fades and then shifts around into other places of the book. Your spellbound companion slightly altering your notes to make minor corrections. But mostly trying to do it quietly, but
I catch him every now and then.
yeah, you catch it every now and then where you're like, wait a second, that's not what I put.
All right. Do I
Okay.
glean anything yet, or is that going to be a future thing?
Well, if you're spending some time, if you want to roll me an Arcana check, and we'll see whether that's a success or a fail.
All right. That'll be a 9, so failure. Of course.
Solid start.
Oh yeah.
Quality.
That's what we come here for.
Okie dokie. But Volred, Arthur,
That
Well, I'm assuming since I'm asleep, well, I would probably be waking up at this point in time.
No.
Um, Brad,
Hey Arthur, how are you today?
I'm good. Do you mind like lighting a candle or something? I still feel like it's pretty dark.
He proceeds to light a candle. Here you are, Arthur.
Ah, great, cool. Thank you so much.
How are you
Um,
today?
I'm all right. What about you?
I'm here.
Is that good? Is that bad?
If I were bad, I would say that.
Yeah, but you also said that you're here, which is pretty obvious. There's no like. You want to go get some food?
Sure.
Let's go downstairs and get some food. Arthur will proceed to put on his robes and head downstairs.
okie dokie. All right. You'll eventually meet up with the rest of your party, sans Gorbek, who, as it happens, is waking up in the following morning. I assume most likely naked and half laying off some extravagant bed.
Well, I wanna do some stuff overnight.
Hmm. Okay.
This will be
Well, what sort of things did you want to do overnight?
I want to find Will. Will. Why do I keep saying Will? I want to find Milo.
Because you never bother learning anyone's name.
I want to find Milo.
Okay, easy enough. As you find him, along with several other of the young apprentice children, asleep in their rooms.
Is it like a big room, like a dorm?
Yeah, they're
Or like-
pretty sizable. It's kind of palatial. But sorry, big, nice, and extravagant.
Okay.
But each child does have their own room.
Palatial?
we
No,
thought you said
palatial.
we thought you said a
palatial.
different word.
Yeah,
As
that's
in,
exactly
like
what-
a
that's
palace.
The other half, the reason why I get kind of. Okay, but is it like bunks, or is it like a dorm room, like two to a
No,
room?
each person, each student has their own bedroom.
Okay. I'm gonna
Fancy.
pick the lock, or I'm gonna break down the door. Whatever's
Okay.
easiest.
The
If the
door
door's
is
open, I'm just gonna open it.
presently, yeah, the door is presently unlocked.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in.
Okay, you open the door. It is dark in the interior. Only the light from the hallway casts a long yellow glow into the room.
And I'm gonna crawl in his bed. I'm gonna lay down beside like this.
Okay, as that happened, Milo kind of rolls over a little bit. Doesn't just barely sees your eye line, but what he does see is the light reflected in your eyes, and freaks out and jumps back, falling out of the bed.
Oh, Milo, are you okay, buddy?
And Milo's kind of looking up, going, "Master Goblin, what are you?"
Gorbeck, get it right, okay? I mean, I learned your name, right? Jesus Christ.
Who's Jesus?
The guy, a goblin I knew a long time ago.
He's a well-known carpenter.
Hey, so how long have you been here? Was it like day 2, right? Something.
You said you went in there at night,
so-
so you're at day 1.
Yes, it is night of the first day.
That's what's. I mean, we live off like very little sleep, so come on. How long have you been here, Milo? What is this?
It's the same day.
This
We
is
just
okay.
got here this morning.
Oh well, duh! I remember that. Hello. So where are the books?
What kind of books?
The reading kind?
Well, there's a library downstairs.
Okay. Is there all the important books there?
Well, there's a lot of books. Master Valerian has a private study we're not allowed in. Oh
Do
no.
you happen to know where that is?
It's in a separate building out on the other side of the courtyard.
Okay. Which, like this way or this way?
And he just kind of points out the hallway and gestures down to the end of the hall where
I
you
immediately
saw...
start running as fast as I possibly can.
Okay. You bust back out into the hallway, rush down towards the end where there's a large kind of set of iron French doors that you open out onto a balcony that overlooks a very nice water garden
Nice.
and courtyard.
That's nice. I take
Yes.
0 time to look at it. I'm running.
Yep. You look back and you see a separate tower with a kind of somewhat square building attached to it.
Okay. I will go to the square building.
Okay. Just for transparency here, you're on a second story balcony. How would you like to get down?
Stairs.
Okay. So you rush back inside, I assume probably leaving the doors open.
I don't
Make
care.
your way down the hall back towards the main vestibule and pass outwards into the courtyard, rushing towards the other building. You do bump into something that you didn't expect to see, or that you didn't expect. As you're kind of moving around, seeing what happens, you don't see anything, and then continue moving. And before long, you find yourself at a wrought iron gate, which bars entry to a smaller sort of Zen meditation garden type area. That on the opposite of which you see a rather grand entrance to a smaller workshop tower.
Okay. Is the door open?
The gate is closed.
How tall is it?
It's about 10 feet.
Easy. I climb.
Okay. All right. And I assume you're not trying to be stealthy or anything like that?
I mean, I'm just trying to climb nicely. I'm not trying to make a ton of noise.
Okay. It takes you a little bit of time, and it would be pretty hilarious to any onlooker to see, but you make it over the top of the fence and enter the secret garden.
Ooh, that's a
Secret
good movie.
garden.
Actually, it wasn't a good movie. It's a really bad movie. It's kind of a lame movie. Okay. What looks like a library? That's where whatever a goblin would think a library looks like, that's where I'm going to run.
Well, you could go towards the door.
The door sounds
that's
good.
an option. Yeah,
Done.
door sounds good.
Outdoor
Right,
library.
You make your way to the door. It's like one of those really nice, fancy, like super wide double doors that's mostly glass in the middle. But with your dark vision, it's kind of hard to see, but it looks as though there might be some kind of lettering or etching on the glass
It's a
that
goblin.
you can't. Yeah, I know.
Is it goblin?
No, it is not goblin.
Oh, okay. Then I'm. What's it say?
You have no idea.
Is it
You
in
can't.
common?
You can't make it out in the low light.
I speak the Elvish word for friend.
Melo.
Yeah. So you're gonna
Melo.
cast friends?
I will knock.
Yeah, you go. T.
Anything?
No response.
Okay. It's got a keyhole.
It does have a keyhole.
I don't think I have a key stuff to do it. But
Thieves' tools?
You mean thieves' tools? I don't think you have thieves' tools either. But I could be wrong. You never know.
There a window?
Yes, there are windows.
How high up are they?
About 4 foot off the floor.
Oh, easy.
Ground, you'd say?
There's right there. I touch the window.
Okay. You touch the window.
You
It's got a
explained.
glass pane.
I tap the window.
You tap the window. It makes a
I
tick,
tap
tick,
it
tick,
really
tick,
hard,
tick, 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 tick,
and
tick,
I'm
tick,
slowly tapping harder with my
okay.
hands.
Yep, and you can feel the glass start vibrating a little bit as it's continuously pummeled by your hand.
Okay. Then I pick up a rock and I will break the window.
That's an escalation.
Yeah.
Not really, though, honestly.
Okie dokie. Okay. So this is gonna be bad.
No, it's not.
It's gonna be
Oh.
great.
Oh no, this is gonna be bad. All right. As you go to break the window.
I'm throwing it. I'm not doing it with my hand before you do anything.
Oh,
Okay. Well, how far away? So, like, what are you gonna do? You just find a
10
big
feet.
rock.
Yeah,
10 feet. All
there's-
right. Cool.
It's a garden.
So-
There better be a rock and a garden.
Yeah. You find a sizable rock and you chunk it.
Yup.
All right. You hear a crash as the rock pierces through the window. You were a little surprised, a little bit, to see that happen. I was like, huh. But very quickly, you see a flash of some arcane sigils,
Fun.
and then that flash grows really bright.
Fun.
There's an accompaniment of a booming, thunderous noise.
Fun.
And then I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity. 10.
that's a solid number.
2 digits. That's got to be good, right?
It's 50%, man. I mean, they might have hired someone like pretty bad to make this spell trap, so they're like their DC could be 10. We don't know that.
All right. Sorry, what was your total?
10.
That is a fail.
Ed.
And you take 28 points of fire damage.
I'm dead.
You're very
You're not
unconscious.
dead. You are unconscious. Yep, there's that brief moment where there's just this bright white light. You feel the heat on your skin, and then you wake up the following morning
Cool.
in a separate room off to the side on the other part of the manor with this woman who wears these like white and gold robes, simple, tied together with a silver cord, as she seems to be tending to burns which now cover about 50% of your body. So, yeah, and it hurts pretty bad.
Dumbass.
Thank you. I would like You have taken more damage out of combat than anyone's taken in combat. What the hell?
Listen, if I can't do what I want, I don't want to live. Okay.
You just be happy Eric is being nice.
Sorry to interrupt.
I'm just glad he
but-
let him wake up.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but Britmix Studio, can you create like a burn unit version of Gorbeck, please?
I mean, the robes heal themselves magically, but I mean, how much can they serve there? I mean, we're looking at sleeveless Gorbeck.
Yeah, the real question is because all of that burn, did they have to cut the robes off to get to his burned skin? I mean, who knows? No, yeah, you awake in a room with this woman tending to you. As you kind of come to and you're looking around, she's looking down at you. Seems to not be very happy about the idea of having to treat your burns.
Then I will immediately. Where's Melton?
She just looks down. Oh, good. You are awake. Yeah. I shall go fetch Master Valerian then. And she just kind of takes her stuff back up, puts it in this small, almost kind of like it's a small basket that almost looks like a tortilla cooker. You know, those little pots to put the tortillas in, but more rounded. And she goes and leaves the room. And after a couple minutes, Master Valerian kind of walks in this kind of powder blue and white kind of robes. And just kind of walks in, takes a look at you, cocks his head a little bit and goes, "You had one wild night."
Yes. There was so much blood. It was everywhere.
Yes, well, I prefer to end my parties with a bang, but never quite that literally.
I just wanted a book. God dang it, I just wanted a freaking book.
And he kind of moves forward a little bit and goes, "Well, you're actually quite lucky. If you weren't a friend of young Master Calum's, then I would have shattered your mind and made you a house slave. But, yes. Anyway. Oh, stop your whining.
You're such a nice man. I love your mohawk. It just is so nice.
Well, you only think I'm a nice man because I haven't punished you yet.
I don't. Just tickle my feet. I hate that. Please, God.
No, I imagine I'll get Caleb over here before long. And then we'll deal with it, I suppose.
Tell him to take care of Milton for me. And then I hold my breath.
Right. Well, there is an alarm spell cast around this bed. If you attempt to leave it, everyone in this place will know, and they will prevent you from escaping. So, best stay here.
Okay.
Lick your wounds, and I'll deal with you in a few minutes.
Okay.
And he goes and wanders outside. So, meanwhile, the rest of you are enjoying a very nice breakfast and a greatly increased amount of quiet. So, towards the end of your...
When Caleb hears people start going downstairs, is when he will head downstairs for breakfast as well, just so everybody knows.
Yep. And with the cozy respite, you guys are able to come down. Very nice breakfast. Or I guess, were you guys going back to the cozy respite to eat, or were you guys staying at the...
No, we paid for those rooms. We're staying at the cozy respite.
Yeah, we're staying at the cozy respite just for breakfast.
Cozy respite. Yeah, it's just a tavern. You guys went to the Blackstone for there. Right. So were you going to eat at the Blackstone?
Yeah, the Blackstone.
Or go back which is your inn. Okay.
Eat at the
because it was expensive.
Yes. Yeah. Just the cozy respite was the dive that you guys went into when you first got into town. So yes, you guys are at the Blackstone. You guys are having a really nice meal. Like these guys, when they bring out platters, they're metal platters. They're not wooden ones, and you don't get tankards necessarily. You get goblets and such. So while the fare isn't overly exquisite, it is nonetheless very nice.
But is it included?
No.
Dang.
If he didn't say anything, he probably wouldn't have like brought up payment.
Shut up, Gander.
You can't talk at all, Jace. You're the worst about reminding of possibilities.
Well, I didn't say fireball, but I was thinking it. I might have messaged Eric. Might have.
Bullred is just happy that this meal is served in a fancy way that he expects.
Volred never wants to leave now.
Yeah, and he probably at some point, just out of the nowhere, verbalizes it and says, "This is quite nice. This is what I desire and what I am accustomed to."
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Lauren.
I've got a question. Where's Gorbeck?
Well, he wanted to stay in the room where the party was.
You don't see a problem with that? Like, you've known him longer than me, but I've known him for all of, 3 days, and I can tell you that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to talk him out of things when he's in that mood. And even if he had come back, he would have left and went back.
But he's also in a place where there's people with
Magical capabilities.
Is it higher circles? Higher circles.
He's in an area where a lot of people have magical capabilities.
Higher circles. I'm trying to get this right. Okay, so no, the rings are the people. Circles are the level.
Correct.
So they have higher circles than you do, which means they should be more capable of handling Gorbeck than not necessarily you. I'm sure you're good friends with him, but I'm sure somebody will just if they really need to.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna head over there pretty soon to see what friend he wants us to meet whenever we head to your hometown. Remember?
Wait, can we go to the Adventurers Guild first? I feel like we'd be more productive.
We can do that.
Yeah, I'd like to stop by there first.
I think the Adventurers Guild is on the way.
Either way, can we just go there first?
It can be on the way, depending on which
It
road
is
you
now.
take.
It'll be on the way if that's where you choose to go first, and it's just a longer
That's
way.
what we're doing.
Yeah, you guys will just take the long route.
Everything's on the way if you don't care about time.
Exactly.
Great.
Gorbeck's in
Cool.
a hospital bed, so
We don't know that.
What do you even do at the Adventuring Guild? Isn't adventuring just wandering?
Well, adventure is a purpose, which you're currently missing. So we should probably hit that first and then start making our way.
but also an adventuring guild, they give out tasks and jobs, and if you're heading to a certain area, you can ask if there's a job in that area, and they will give you a job. They will give you a job, and you can just keep on doing that while you gain money and knowledge.
And keep growing.
What's a job?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
You know when people give you money? Typically you have to do something for them to do that first.
Not just inherit it.
Oh.
So the people who cooked your food this morning, their job was cooking your food, and they get paid for that.
Yeah, but
Red,
I guess.
some-
the guild is fine.
Red, did somebody teach you how to shoot your bow and arrow?
Yes.
That person had a job. It was their responsibility to teach you something. And they got paid for it. Or they got to live somewhere.
Yeah.
Compensation.
So we're not counting just living in places as payment anymore, because I've been through that and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Indentured
So
servitude.
Yeah, Arthur, it doesn't seem like you know much about jobs either.
I know what I should be or where I should be with a job, but I didn't realize it until, you know what, Red,
He's now freelancing on the open market.
Yeah, the thing is though, like Art spent a lot of time essentially on a family, you know, on a boat. And when you work for your family, you generally don't get paid. It's
Yeah, it
just the way
sucks.
that-
They allow you to
Yeah.
live there.
Yes. And they give you an allowance every once in a while when they have to.
When you ask for something.
But yeah. So
Red is savage.
But I guess we can see what they have at the guild or whatever it is.
I'm sure they've got something that involves looking in ancient ruins or something, or investigating all the magic. Like, what if you discovered what those stupid stone things did that the person was investigating before him? Really show it to him then.
Yeah, but we gotta find a cipher for that language first, because I don't speak it.
Make your own. That's the whole point of a cipher. Someone had them come up with it.
No, it
Doesn't
takes
look like
time.
doesn't look like he was too successful at it either, because it takes him weeks to do it.
Well, I mean, ciphers are hard. You have to find some sort of basis to stand it on, and then you have to figure out what letters correspond to which accompanying letter, and then slowly but surely you figure out the language.
You know what else is hard? Throwing a bolt of fire at a chicken while you fall off a cliff and still surviving. That's pretty hard. You did that pretty good.
I
It's
don't
got
want to
you
fight
there.
any more cockatrices.
Just don't do the jumping off the cliff part. I prefer you don't do that one. I should probably go find
But,
Gorbeck
yeah.
before he sets something on fire.
He's
Yeah,
He's
typically-
probably gotten himself much too deep in a situation.
That's possible, but they can handle it there.
Well, yeah,
Master Falarion is an archmage,
Yep.
technically.
if your friend is any leader of the ring, then I don't think Gorbeck's an issue at all.
No. And even if he does try something, I'm sure everything is well protected. I'm sure he wouldn't go and do something stupid.
What is he? What is his practice? What school?
Enchantment.
So we should probably go before he turns Gorbeck into a.
Well, he wouldn't do that.
Well, if
He
his friend
is a
yours.
friend of mine. He wouldn't do that to me. He would
Well,
do
I'm-
that, yes.
Well, I'm
But he
glad
wouldn't
we're
do it
friends.
to me. I've seen him do it.
But yeah, I'm gonna stuff like a roll and like a couple pieces of sausage and bacon in my mouth.
Pocket
And
bacon.
just blackened bacon.
He said
Pocket
he
bacon.
said he stuffed it in his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Mouth pocket.
Mouth bucket.
Like a gerbil.
That the artist rendition was true. That's just how wide his mouth gets when he gets angry. Ah!
But yeah. Gorbeck will probably not be dead and is probably not in any danger, so we could probably hit the guild up first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
The guards immediately come and pick us up first. Fuck.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Nah. So, you guys depart the Blackstone and make your way west into the city commons. Upon heading towards the kind of more northern end of commons, the Green Rest quarter, you guys spot kind of looming amongst this section of tall row housing, this large for a building, but like a small castle with a curtain wall and everything. Atop from all the spires, you see several dozen different banners marking symbols that are just kind of flowing out in the air. Reminding Calum, at least, of the circus that you traveled with for a short period of time, like that level of ecstatic color. As you guys approach the outskirts of the small castle itself, the castle fort, the gates are open and the walls are lined with yet more different banners depicting a myriad of coats of arms. As you guys pass through, the central area has a little bit of a training ground off to the side where it looks like some people are practicing. And it looks like there are a number of storefronts off to the left that make up this kind of small walled quarter, densely packed with people, all different levels of gear. You spot some people in very simple kind of day clothes that are kind of sparring out on some of the sand pits, while several heavily plate mailed and bannered knights or paladins, you're not really sure, stand off to the side, have conversations, and then occasionally laugh when one of the lesser trainees falls on his ass or gets clocked in the head with a wooden sword. You also occasionally see spellcasters kind of popping in and out of buildings carrying tomes and stacks of paper and other supplies. And you pass into another more central bailey that holds this massive statue of it's interesting. It's an individual you haven't seen before. He's very massive, kind of Viking look. He carries this massive spear that's just kind of held aloft, while one foot is pushed down on the throat of a dragon that he has pinned down beneath his feet. Not an image that you guys have any familiarity with. It's just like, wow, that's very impressive, especially due to its size. It's about 15 to 20 foot in diameter at the base, and then shoots up about another 25, 30 foot from the bottom to the tip of the javelin. So a positively massive statue. You spot several other buildings kind of going off to one side, but there is one to your left that seems to have an awful lot of individuals coming in and out. And you do see a variety of billboards that seem to be displayed out in the front with numerous pieces of parchment or vellum nailed to it. Some are very simple scraps just kind of written on, while some are elegant vellum scrolls with wax seals and ribbons, all kinds of things. And there are about a couple dozen people just kind of strolling over the billboards, while others kind of depart from the building behind it with kind of rolled up leather cases. You assume you're in the right place.
So do we just take one and go, or
is there like a desk? Should we be looking for a desk with someone there? I'll look around.
Well, generally there's a board for jobs, or you can find a quartermaster of the like and see if there's somebody here. I'll look around and see if I can see anybody.
You don't see a quartermaster or anything specifically, but you do see some individuals that appear to be wearing a uniform, simple leather breeches and kind of a white, somewhat poofy shirt that's kind of tied at the wrists to limit the bagginess of the arms, and they all wear the same tabard. Um, which is a very simple kind of gray and white, just with a shield and swords on it. Simple, but one that you know belongs to the Adventurers Guild in Athoria. They're in the process of carrying things back and forth, or one is in conversations with a group of people as they appear to be discussing a piece of parchment that the group is holding.
And is there like it's one full group talking about this piece of parchment, or is there somebody to the side? Because I think you said there was two people to the side.
There's actually multiple people wearing those tabards kind of moving around the area. You get the sense they're probably like staff. They are fulfilling a variety of functions. They're like when you roll up into Target or Walmart and you got those guys with the vest. They're just walking around doing their thing.
All right, I'm going to walk up to one who's essentially by themselves.
Okay. And you do have one that seems to just kind of be counting something out in the yard and making notes. As you approach, he kind of glances over and goes, hello, adventurer.
Yes, name's Caleb. I'm gonna hold my hand out.
Yeah, and he kind of reaches out and like old school, forearm grab. Hail and well met, Master Caleb. How can I help you?
We're new in town, and we're trying to see if you guys are accepting any new applicants or have any jobs that you guys need done.
Oh. Well, the guild is always accepting applicants. However, you do typically require a note, something from an individual attesting to your skill. It's not personal. We just don't like sending people out to their deaths. We like to ensure that they have a basic level of proficiency in the adventuring life.
All right.
And Alex is waving.
I got a letter of recommendation.
Their deaths?
What?
Oh. All the time, really.
What? Why would you want to do this then?
We pay
Good
pretty
money.
well.
It's good money.
Someone's got to do it.
Anyway, so are you going to pass over a letter of recommendation?
Yep, I bring it over the one from our big hunk of burning love from the previous island.
Theofric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignore
Boulder.
the number on the bottom. That's something else.
I'll be
It's
right
like,
back.
don't worry about the number. So
I'll
you
be right
pass it over. The guy kind of opens it up a little bit, scans it. It's like, oh, well, this actually should be sufficient. Well, and he kind of rolls it up and hands it back. The main guild hall is just over there. It's the building on the other side of the billboards. Just pass in and speak to any of the Reeves. They should be able to get you set up. You will require you to be put on a formal registry with your guildmates on. That way we can properly assess your standards as well as your members and handle all of that for any tax purposes.
Oh, thank you. Sure. So, all right. I was like kind of leave us back out the door. We should probably get Gorbek for this because I don't know. I think we have to register as like a group, but I don't know what the plan is.
What's his full name?
Gorbek?
Yeah. Do goblins even have last names?
I thought it was Gore, then like space Beck.
His
Gorbek.
last name is Brian. Gorbeck Brian. No.
Yeah, that sounds pretty goblinish.
Hey,
Gorbeck.
not everyone has a last name or surname, so I'd probably get him first. Because if he has to sign paperwork, we probably should get him to sign it, and let's do a lot of back and forth. Let's take care of that first, then.
Man, what an exotic sounding name.
Gore Beck Bryant. Brian's more of a first name. Alright. Caleb, could you lead the way to the place? It was dark last time. I don't remember where it's at. I assume he would say yes. Because he walked away. Eric.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was waiting for Dustin to respond, and I was like, "Oh, wait,
So
all
it's
right.
not here.
Let's flick on DMPC," and Caleb's like, "Yeah." So Caleb takes you guys back through the commons into areas of the upper quarter, into the front of the palatial palatial with a P manse of Master Falerion. You guys are greeted. Interesting point of order there, Gorbeck. How long does Gorbeck make it before he tries to leave the bed?
I'm just laying there thinking. That's all. There's no leaving the bed.
I'm thinking about leaving the bed.
Yeah.
Hand
In
over
which
this
case,
3 electrum.
you're there for, you would guess, an hour and a half, maybe. At some point in the middle of that time, one of the servants came by and brought you some food, so they're not starving you. But, so the rest of your party arrives as Falerion seems to be in the middle of teaching a group of individuals some basics about certain kinds of evocation magic.
Question. On the way in, do we see the private tower library that Gorbeck tried to go, or is that like on the back side?
No, that would be on the back
Okay.
of the
It's
house.
like, do we see a partially scorched building? Like, that wasn't there yesterday. Interesting.
Yes. So as you guys are approaching, though, you guys can notice like a couple of the visitors are just kind of eyeing you, as or the servants are eyeing you as you guys kind of walk in.
Just wave to him like it's normal. Like, hello.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, of
wave
course.
like it's normal. And then Master Falerion, kind of seeing you guys walk in, finishes out the lecture and it's like, all right, try prestidigitation or firebolt. Yes, that's a good one. Oh, but not at each other. You guys don't have the shield spell learned yet, and I don't want any more burn victims today. And he kind of saunters his way. You guys kind of see him in that, familiar powder, or familiar to you, Caleb. This is one of his favorites, powder blue in white robes. Well, my friends, welcome back. I trust your evening was restful?
That it was. How was your evening after we left?
Oh, well, my evening went pretty well. Slight issue in the middle of the night, but it's been handled.
What happened?
Oh, we had a thief try to break into my private laboratory out back. Don't worry, he was taken care of.
That sounds horrible. Who'd be dumb enough to try to break into an archmage's tower?
Well, apparently, goblins are very keen to break into places.
Ah. Wait.
Yep.
What?
What?
Yes, unfortunately, there was an explosion, and, well, your friend was quite at the center of it.
Is he okay?
Well, he is now, though he wasn't when we found him.
That's
So-
good. Wait, he died?
Well, no. We were able to intervene before anything permanent occurred. However, he is quite sufficiently burned. To be fair, Most people probably wouldn't be able to tell it from a regular goblin skin, so.
So, like, is he gonna be okay though?
Unfortunately, or fortunately for you guys, I'm actually not really sure how you feel about him.
Oh, I was just asking if he's gonna be okay. So it sounds like he's gonna be all right.
It's
Yes, we
mixed
sent for
feelings.
one of the local temple healers who owes me a favor. She managed to nurse him more or less back to health. He's going to be awfully sore for a while, and he's going to have bits of his skin falling off, but no lasting damage.
Oh, great. We can keep going. Can we just go finish out the registry?
I think
Or like,
if he's going to come with us, I think he has to sign up with it too, though.
can he walk?
Yes, he can. Most any damage that he has is going to be
To the face?
most of his body actually, but superficial, cosmetic.
Can he talk?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, damn it.
Collective damn it from
Arthur is like, damn.
Damn.
Would have been tragic if his beautiful voice was taken from us.
Yes.
So I guess we gotta go
Honest
find
question.
him.
Do you think he learned his lesson?
Honestly, no, of course not.
Okay.
But
Sounds about right.
still, there is the manner of punishment that we do have to discuss.
Wait,
All right.
he's already been burned.
Do it again.
Well, yes, and instead of death, we saved his life. So, that particular thing was a simple "you're welcome" to Caleb. So, there is the actual punishment that occurs from attempting to steal the personal effects of an archmage.
So what's the punishment?
What do
What's-
these punishment entail?
Well,
What
I'm
do we owe you?
actually, well, typically, as you know, I would keep him as a servant to work off any debt, basically until I'm over it, which, as you know, could be years.
Ooh,
But
done.
from my
Done.
understanding,
Great. Fantastic. Fantastic.
however, from what I understand, he is in the charge of Master Caleb. So,
Yes, that is correct.
an alternative, I suppose, will have to be discussed.
Wait, so you don't know what kind of punishment it's going to be? You just...
I have a compound issue that I'm going to propose. Firstly, you will accept this work in Eladon from my friend, and will do so as a favor to me.
Wait, so we gotta do...
Secondly,
Go ahead. I'll wait.
Master Gorbeck will henceforth be banished from these premises, never to return.
Damn, so you're not going to keep him?
No.
It's like the opposite of what we wanted.
I have
And-
already done one good deed today. I am not helping another person.
And we're not getting paid for this favor.
Yeah, wait, so this
fuck.
is just like my other job. I didn't get paid for my other job either.
Yeah, but
No,
you didn't
I'm
have
not
you didn't have a
suggesting that
goblin.
your group shouldn't get paid.
Oh,
I'm only saying that the individual that you are going to be doing this work for will owe me a favor. Granted, that will, of course, impact the payment, but still.
So we are going to get paid, though.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm cool with that, I guess.
Let me go speak to Gorbeck.
He's in the infirmary. Last room on the right.
Damn, we at least got a good hour out of, like, silence and productivity, so I'm okay.
We don't gotta go.
I'm
meet
gonna
him.
go.
Can you like point to where like the explosion happened? I kind of want to see. Like, is there like an outline of where his body was, like a silhouette?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I really would love to see that if that's an option. If he goes to
Yes.
Dr. Gorbeck, we won't break
Caleb,
in.
Well-
don't talk. I want proof.
And Valerian is kind of looking around going, It is actually pretty hilarious. Come, I'll show you. And he
I'm
kind
gonna
of
with.
veer to that first,
Go,
and then I'm gonna go see
that was
Gorback.
back.
yeah,
Fine,
and he
no.
takes and
You
he
take
takes
care of
you
your
back
kid.
to
Fuck you.
the secret garden, and he kind of points out the window that was smashed through, and he kind of goes over the story. The window has been repaired, and now that you look at it, you're like, wow, that's super stupid. All of these windows have like are obviously arcane symbols kind of neatly etched into them. So it's like obviously they're magic, but you know, whatever.
Wait, so he broke a window too?
Yes,
Yeah.
he apparently grabbed a rock from my garden and decided throwing it at the window was a good idea.
I would love if we could just have that rock if it's an option. I'm a very avid stone collector. Also, I could rub it in his face every time I see him.
Can you get like another mage to give me like a minor illusion where we're all just kind of sitting in front of this window?
Yeah.
He can do
Like
that.
Like a
this.
step by
Yes,
step of
and
what
then
might have happened.
Valerion is like, okay, from what I understand, and he starts casting a programmed illusion of everything.
Yes.
Just kind of, and it's on repeat.
I
like
look-
a loop.
Yes.
You start back
like
at
a
the
gift
fence,
that just
like-
keeps.
Yes, all of this. Yes.
Over here.
Yes, and then he does produce the rock. He goes, well, I suppose it's not worth anything to me, and he hands the rock over to you. He's all,
This is gonna be a valuable treasure.
Hold on to that for a long time.
He's all's first treasure.
I'm gonna. Oh, that's gonna come up in conversations a few times. This was nice.
Ugh.
Yeah, I guess I'm ready to go have Caleb talk to Gorbeck now.
I apologize for Gorbeck, just a little bit though.
I don't. He got burnt.
So
the
I'm
truth
going to
is,
make my-
normally I would be very upset, but your friend is so inept at burglaring magically protected spaces. Really, I must simply treat him as if he was a small child.
Caleb.
Yeah, that's
No, what's inept? What's that mean?
That's a dumb word, isn't it?
not very good.
Not very good.
It's an
bad.
insult.
It's an. Okay, I'm gonna store that in case somebody calls me inept later on in life. Got it.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Arthur, I'm not sure, but I know that usually it's what I call my servants.
Peasant? Is that what that means? It means a peasant?
I'm not quite sure. I think it's customary.
I'm going to lean into Arthur. I think he's been insulting his servants
Oh,
for their entire lives.
I believe that. I believe that.
It's like saying thank you, but you just say you're inept and just walk away.
I so want to
Arthur-
meet Bullred's parents.
I don't. They sound horrible.
Sound absolutely
Arthur,
horrendous.
if somebody calls you inept, punch them.
Deal.
All right.
Unless it's the noble or a guard or
No,
somebody
no.
who's paying you a lot of money.
No, I still go with punching.
We're just punching. I've held back on 2 people at this point. We're punching next time.
All right,
I'm
all right.
I'm going to make my way to where Gorbeck is.
Okay. And you enter the room, and it always got like, it never ceases to amaze you how like a waste of space like Valerion has a lot of these rooms. You open up like this massive like 20-foot by 20-foot room, beautiful marble flooring, chiseled stonework in the hearth, and there's just this very nice bed up to one wall with a couple side tables, and then like a washroom or a little washstand, and nothing else in the room. It's like completely empty other than that. It's like, wow, what a waste of space. But there you find on the bed Gorbeck laying nice and still,
I'll say that I did not go
Perhaps-
in that room. I didn't want to meet Gorbeck at
perhaps
this moment.
unconscious.
I'm gonna say I didn't go in there because this is the night. This is the most quiet that I've had. Then I can meditate and do all this other stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of this last couple of moments where I don't hear Gorbeck, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, the
meditate
water
outside.
garden's pretty nice.
Yep.
You hear the rushing of water
That's where I'm
Stuff
at.
is pretty
I
good.
too
Birds
I
are just
too
like,
enjoy this. This is
I stayed there. That's where
Since
I stayed.
Gorbek is laying down, I'm gonna go up and flick him on the forehead.
On the burned forehead? That's rude.
extra crispy.
And as you kind of look down at him, Caleb, he's like heavily peeling in a whole bunch of places.
Yes.
Like layers of skin are just kind of peeling off.
I'm gonna look at him. Is he awake now?
Oh, he's obviously awake. He's playing asleep.
I'm gonna go to the table, grab a glass of water, fill it up, hold over his head. You gonna wake up now?
Should have got a glass of milk.
Splash a little bit on his face.
Well, I was just trying to help you. I'm sorry.
Yes, but I was a student here for quite some time. If you want to see a book, or if you want to see something, you can ask, and we can see if you want to see it. You don't steal from an archmage.
I was just gonna steal it. I was just gonna borrow it without asking, and then I would eventually give it back to him because I don't need a book for that long.
Yes, but when you take something without asking, that is stealing. Regardless of intents on giving it back, you are stealing it. And you took a rock and broke a window.
I'll fix the window. It was an accident. Well, it wasn't an accident. You're right. It wasn't.
Wasn't it?
We saw a play-by-play. What you hit it like 20 times with your hand, and then you threw a rock at it.
Because the door wasn't open. How was I supposed to get inside? No.
Did you ask somebody?
I asked Milo.
No, you didn't.
I talked to him.
Yeah. What did you ask him?
I said, "Where's the library?"
Exactly.
And he told me. So I
Did-
assumed I was okay. I mean, he's a ward here now, right?
It's not the way things work.
Well, that's the way things used to work for me. If I wanted something, I could just do it. And it was nice. And I could just go do it. And they'd be like,
And
"Oh,
where
let
did-
me do stuff."
And where did that lead you?
Well, just sitting back in my throne drinking milk. That was nice. I'm just saying.
And what happened?
Well, eventually my entire clan got murdered and it was great. So, you know what? Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks for bringing up horrible memories for me.
Yes, but that's not the way the world works. You just can't want to do something and then go do it. You have to go through the proper channels to do something.
But isn't that what dreams are made of, Caleb? If you have a drive and you have a want and then you want to do it and then you say, "I'm going to do it."
Yes, and if you want to do it, you can. But you have to find a way to do it the right way.
It makes my skin hurt.
Yeah. You can't go stealing from archmages who set traps on everything and fireball you. How's that healing, by the way?
Goblin tastes disgusting, by the way.
I agree, which is why I didn't do that. And it's a little extra crispy.
It is. But it doesn't bother me normally. In this case, it's rough.
Yeah.
I told him, he said he was going to tickle my feet. And I said, "Please don't do that. For the love of God, please don't do that." They said that was going to be my punishment. And I'm really scared of that.
Well, there's two avenues you could take. One,
Mhm.
you could be his servant
Oh, God.
for probably a year or two.
That's a long, that's That's a goblin time. That's a long goblin time.
Yeah. Option 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
We are forced to take a
Yes.
job,
Yes.
and you are banished from this
Yes.
location for the rest of your life.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. God, yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go.
Before we leave here, have you learned a lesson?
Of course.
What's the lesson?
Find keys. Like, that's always going to be 100% the lesson. Keys are important. Keys open
No.
doors. Keys
No.
open. Wait. Keys not only open physical doors, but keys also open doors in life. And so what you need to do is you need to find the correct key that opens the correct door, because you need to find the right pathways through
So
life.
I take it you want to be a servant for the next 2 years.
I want to not do that at all.
So what lesson did we learn?
Don't steal stuff that's not yours, especially from archmages who have protective glass on their giant studies that blow up in your face and burn your skin.
Precisely. Now, how can that be applied to other situations in your life?
This is kind of one of those Arthur things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't steal from people. All right.
Okay.
Now, we're going to walk out of here, and you're going to apologize.
Okay.
Sincerely.
Yeah.
And I will lead the way.
Okay. So, Izal and Arthur are meditating out in the water garden. What is Volred and Gander doing?
I would have stayed with these all.
Okay.
And I mean, Volred makes me uncomfortable because he just stares at me sometimes, and will look away, but like I know he's staring.
You're more than welcome to join us in our meditation class.
How do you know he's staring? Because he's wearing a mask. You don't know that.
No, you never know.
You know.
Maybe that's why he only has to rest 4 hours. He gets the other 4 hours in throughout the day.
It's actually just high level disassociating.
Yes. Real. Anyway, Gander, yeah, you can join us in our meditation class. It might help you.
No, I'm okay.
Fine. It'll just be me and his all.
Some people just don't know how to relax.
I'll just fiddle with some of my little knickknacks.
Away from the meditation class, because that would be loud and we're not trying to be disturbed.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Fine.
Cool.
You know,
dude.
Volred's gonna go up to Gander and just stare at him for a second, like actually stare at him, not like pretend stare, like maybe not staring, and then just kind of say, "You seem stressed out."
Well, I am stressed out. I'm very stressed out.
What do you do for stress?
I take a look at my book.
What does the book say?
It says nothing. It is just little keepsakes that I keep from places I've been. And I'm just gonna whip out the book and just turn to a random page. a nice, mm, a nice, from a nice velvet armchair at an inn we stayed at once.
Yeah, he just opens up this book that's kind of like this interior decorator's book that's just got fabric and leather swatches.
It's like a weird scrapbook, is what it is.
Yeah.
That helped calm your nerves.
It does.
You know, believe it or not, sometimes I get stressed out too.
Well, we would be able to tell if you didn't wear the mask all the time, but you have your reasons.
Do you know what I do when I get stressed out?
Shoot people?
No, it's very, very relaxing. I scream internally. Have you ever tried that?
I mean, no, but generally at this fire I could scream verbally and no one would care. Because generally everyone was doing it.
Then why don't you scream right now?
Because I don't think it's the most appropriate time.
You just said no one would care. So scream.
I think I'm gonna be okay.
That was good. I hope you feel better.
I'm just Dude, I don't know how to operate with Volred.
He just turned
Nobody
around.
does.
He just pivoted.
Nobody does.
He's still standing by you, but he just turned and faced the other direction.
I'm just gonna just sit down and just not face him anymore and just go through my book, find a nice supple leather scrap. That was probably doe skin.
Yeah, from a nice place in Summerness.
Yeah.
I wonder if Arthur and Izal are screaming internally right now.
Fuck a bee!
No, they're screaming externally, but that's all. That's
Let's solve this bee problem.
No. Hey, listen, go back. Look, we're gonna go back to meditating. We're just gonna put our hands together. Come together. Put the weapon down. No, not fold it. Put it together.
Together my own way.
And we're just gonna say, Om. I don't know why we say Om, but that was something that the monks told me. You just Om.
Your meditation is different from what I had. Mine's more religious kind, where you just kind of sit.
Om.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, see, just like that. Yeah, there we go. Just keep it together.
That bee stings me. I'm going to hit you.
You. Fair. Can we just?
Only a couple more minutes go by when Caleb and Gorbeck arrive in the Water Garden.
Holy shit!
Oh, thank God you're back.
What happened to you?
Damn.
Yeah, he looks like
We all saw what happened
when you
to
want
him.
to flame roast a green bell pepper and you just turn it over the gas stove until it bubbles up.
Jesus.
And you got pieces of black charred skin falling off. That's basically what Gorbeck looks like.
That description, though.
Yep.
Brad, you got some of that cocoa butter they gave you?
Oh,
He gonna need it.
It is
Oh
good for
no!
burns.
I was assured that this will go away in a couple of days.
I hope it doesn't.
That's gonna go away in a couple of days.
Magical healing does that.
hi, we saw it on the recording, but in person.
Yeah, that's.
Does he smell crispy? Just
It's got kind of like a potato skin smell.
How are the robes?
Weepy skin, and
potato skins aren't bad.
Well, you're free to pull off a piece.
No,
of
I'm not going to eat a
cheek
piece of his shedding skin. No.
As you can see, Gorbek's already doing it.
Exactly. If he
Probably
likes
not.
it, I'm not gonna.
Wait. Something's really wrong with him. He's not talking. Are you sure that this nurse took care of him? What is going on here?
Fried his vocal cords. All right.
Me and him had a serious talk.
About him not talking? Because this is weird.
No, nothing about talking.
So why is he quiet?
Because we're looking for Master Valerion so he can apologize.
Oh, he's in trouble. He gets quiet when he's in trouble. Okay, got it. Go ahead.
So I'm going to look around, see if I can find him.
You don't find him, but after kind of
He
flagging
finds
down
you.
a servant, the servant kind of runs off. You guys are waiting about another 15-20 minutes before Valerion kind of makes his way out to the water garden. He kind of sees you guys, like, oh, I see you've decided to take in the tranquility of the gardens. Have you tried meditating? It's delightful out here.
See, I was trying to tell you that is all. If you just sit down and just meditate every once in a while, just a little.
I was fine until that bee got real close.
But the bees are going to be there. If you were meditating, you wouldn't have seen the bee.
I do it eyes open. See.
He's all the bees. The bees are our friends. The bees aren't going to kill you.
Oh, I should have responded. That was a fucking cicada hawk. That was not a bee. That was a mean bee.
How do you know the species of bee in this continent?
The cicadas are fucking everywhere. You can hear them screaming in the forest.
Oh, okay.
They do scream a lot.
Bee.
I'm going to look at Gorbek and see if he is going to head up and talk to Valerion without my pushing.
I slowly walk up to Valerion and...
Is he standing or sitting?
Stop making me smile.
You broke his character.
Valerion is standing.
Listen. I do a lot of stupid stuff. I'm sorry. I should have just asked. That was very poor of me. And I'm trying to be better. I look back at Caleb.
And I give him a nod.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Well, apology accepted. I would note, however, that you are very lucky you were not slain. But, well, I suppose in your case, the worst was avoided. Now, I assume you have reached a decision with regards to the punishment.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have. We were already deciding on taking the job. So that was completely fine. And Gorbek is now banished from these grounds for the rest of his life.
Indeed. So, now, with regards to work, business, more specifically, when is it you are expecting to depart?
I'll look around. I think we're planning on heading out either today or tomorrow, correct?
Today is the
Yes,
second day? Or the
Yes.
first day?
This is
This is the
second day.
I mean, we got to get the job first.
Yes.
So I don't
That's
know
why I
when the
said
job.
today. Yeah, we have to get registered, right?
So I came for Gorbeck.
You got him now.
So yeah, we're gonna go apply at the guild and see if there's another job we can take. So we're doing more than one thing at once. And that's what we came here for Gorbeck for, only to find out that he exploded.
Freddy versus Jason.
Well,
Good callback, Arthur. I saw that play too.
It's a good one. The monks put it on. It was actually really realistic whenever they really balled and stuff like that. And never mind.
But yeah, I think once we get more information about their job, we will have a better time frame of when we're leaving. But it should be within a day or two.
excellent. Well, I love my contact now. And he reaches into his robes, pulls out a letter that is wax sealed, and hands it over. This is a letter of introduction to my friend. Once you reach to Eladon, you will need to speak with him. His name is Vasilia. He's Ryojan, or Rojan. Sorry, I pulled Matt Coville there.
Not Rudhan.
Ruin.
Yeah, that one.
Ruin's a person. Rojan is a person, a culture.
Rojan.
Yeah, Ruin is the guy that was on your boat.
I know that, but I was like, how do you spell Rojan?
Rojon. Yes, they are a dark-skinned cultural group that inhabit the northern continent of Shelnar, the desert.
Gotcha.
They're my peoples.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
but
you
anyway.
guys would have met some, like, Krethnu Jahar was a Rojan
What's this? What
from
was this guy's
last
name?
game. His name was
Krethnu.
Vasilia. Vasilya. Vasilia.
Damn, so close.
Celia. He's a Rojan. Okay.
You spell
Yes.
everything phonetically anyways.
Yeah, but I
Just-
only missed the Y instead of an I. I try to do it correctly, and I see how close I can get to him.
Did you say VIS or VAS?
Yeah, Victor Alpha Sierra.
Oh, fuck you, then. That's 2 letters.
So, yes, he is a interesting individual, a merchant of rare and exotic goods. He has difficulty locating something in particular and could use a lesser-known group to acquire some interesting merchandise. Nothing illicit, he assures me, but still. At any rate, he will let me know when the job is complete, so no need to rush back here. Unless, of course, you have other business.
We can't
Well,
come
we-
back here.
Well,
we
we
can.
can. We just have to leave him outside the gates. But we
Leave
will,
him in daycare.
We will let you know whenever we are leaving the city. That we have a good time for us to head out. But as it stands, we're going to head over to the Adventurers Guild. And
Excellent.
Master Flareon, I will do a bow. Thank you for helping my friend here survive. I know it was a
Well,
favor. Thank you.
of course, Kalen. Anything for a former student. By the way, on that note, if there is any additional training you wish to receive from time to time, there is still much for me to teach you, now that you have some basics under your belt. But I recommend you gain access to another circle of magic or two. You are falling behind your fellow classmates.
Yes, but as my other classmates progress, they are getting undisciplined.
Well,
Ruin,
you're not entirely wrong there.
Ruin let his entire boat get overrun by Sahagan.
He actually did some work. He was fighting people. Don't do that.
Yes, but if he was on his guard, it would have been much better.
I took
I
care
mean,
of it.
we can't really talk about him when he did a lot of the work on the boat, though. Like,
Yeah, he and Volred they were some heavy lifters.
Yes, but I don't know that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
you could have asked.
I just,
Guess I didn't do anything.
hey, I'm talking shit about him to his old teacher
But
because I can.
Isn't he one of your ring people? Isn't he part of the ring?
He's one of my friends.
He's
Yeah.
part of the ring.
Well, one of his best friends, actually. Caleb and Ruin were really close growing up.
Yes. And we both talk shit
Ruin
to
went and
each
got a
other.
job, and Caleb's like, I'm going to take a semester off. I'm going to travel
And that
the country.
semester turned into a year off, to 2 years off, to 3 years off.
Yes.
Basically just, working side hustles, for dad. Just for room and bowl.
Pretty much. But, yeah.
Get your life together.
I'm trying.
Not you, Gander. I was
Stop
talking to
spending
Caleb.
all your damn money on video games.
I love the graphics in this illusion. It's very nice. To the Adventuring Guild, then.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so we can get registered.
Man, do we have to come up with a name? Master Valerion, do you know if we have to get like a name registered with them, or can we just kind of put it blank for now?
Names aren't exactly required. Mostly they're used as some sort of moniker or reference to the group entirely. If you don't have a name, they'll provide you a documentation that you'll use in order to pay your taxes, which is mostly the purpose of it. Though, cool nicknames are certainly preferred.
Cool nicknames.
I'm just saying, people will be much more likely to want to hire Dark Soul Lords versus Group A217B. It just doesn't. You want something that bards can sing a song about.
But the Dark Soul Lords always praise the sun and shit. No, don't do that.
Well, that's true, but I'm simply stating that you can always change it later on, just do it as a DAA, a doing adventuring as, and you could change it at some point in the future.
Guess we'll leave it blank for now.
Oh, we don't have to leave it. You can call us S&M,
That's catchy.
right? It's a great
Well-
acronym.
What would it stand for?
Sweet nut milk.
For that potion that saved your life, Caleb.
Oh.
Yeah, Valerion obviously does not get the joke.
Let's head out. Have a
What?
good day.
Sweet nut milk wasn't a good option?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Doing
Oh,
business
Lord.
as sweet nut milk.
Are we? Oh Lord! I can just imagine that you guys go to meet the local regent, and may I introduce Sweet Nut Milk. Somehow it is so on brand, and yet it is so
Could be-
wrong. It offends
could be
my
worse.
sensibilities.
We can change it later, guys.
Could see something stupid like the Dastardly Dipshits or something.
Yeah, but you want to pick a name that's easy to change from. Because what happens if you pick a name that's like really funny, and then eventually when you change, like they don't pick up your new name, then you'll just be like the group formerly known as Sweet Nut Milk.
I'm down for that. And then we could just change our name to a symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I'm sold now. I mean,
Like,
Volred was probably questionable that this was not like a cool sleek name, but like me as a person, the Rab here, any sort of Prince reference, yeah, I'm in.
the group formerly known as Sweet Nut Milk. I'm down. I'm down.
I was
my
gonna
God.
vote for something like C&C, where it's for cults and circles or something. Yeah. Sweet nut milk will get you in trouble in a meeting.
So we'll see and see.
Because every time we say,
Anyway,
Take some time to think
you
about
guys,
this thing.
you guys are departing
We
to
also-
head towards the Adventuring Guild.
Yes.
Correct.
uh,
All right.
Adventures
So-
Guild.
You depart Master Philarion's abode, passing northwest into the Commons, where you guys return to the familiar grounds of the Adventurers Guild. Actually, a large fort, small castle. Difficult exactly to know. Gorbek, the size of this place is simply immense and reminds you, with all the color of your time, rather extensively spent in the circus, especially since you're looking around and seeing people in brightly colored clothes, shooting arrows, throwing knives, things of that nature. So there's slight familiarity. Most of the people kind of glance off, they kind of spot a goblin that is like, okay, whatever, and just don't pay you any other mind. Before long, you guys make it back to the main guild hall, where you guys pass in. There's just this long row, like bank of desks. Think Gringotts, but not obviously like very nice or anything. With just like a couple dozen people, like a dozen on one side, a dozen on the other, as groups are kind of going over, providing paperwork. Signatures are had, documents are stamped, passed over. Sometimes coin is dispersed. But you guys find a small line and are waiting no more than a couple minutes before that group departs, taking a rolled-up piece of parchment, sliding it into a case, and then departing to begin whatever journey it is that they are planning to undertake. So, as you approach, the man ushers you forward, and he kind of looks down and goes, "Paperwork."
Fuck. We didn't get a paperwork yet.
So you're here to register?
Yeah.
All right. He kind of reaches underneath the bar, pulls out, leans over, sets like 4 or 5 sheets in front of you, slides over an inked pen and an inkwell. Fill those out. Do you have any proof of prior experience?
Oh. Hand it over.
Okay, hands it over. He reads through and goes, "This is sufficient." And he pulls out another sheet of paper and then starts filling it out.
Okay.
So most of the information is very basic public record type stuff, listing your name and everything. But you get to the point to where like you're going and you're passing everything back, and he's going through it going, "You left the name section blank."
That's under scrutiny right now.
No, it's not.
Nope.
We're doing business at Sweet Nut Milk. You can put that down right there. Sweet Nut Milk. I don't know which place is asking for the name. That's why I didn't put it there. You could just
So the individual goes, "So your group is called Sweet Nut Milk."
doing
No.
business as doing business.
I will
that's what
write.
that guy said.
I will write it
Doing
down.
business. No, I don't trust you, Caleb. Doing business as Sweet Nut Milk.
Like a kid looks like, if you put it sweet nut
Caleb.
milk down. I will stab you with this pen.
Doing business as Sweet Nut Milk.
I will take out
And
all
he's just
15
kinda-
of your wizard
he's
hit
just-
points.
You just going back and forth and seeing you guys.
Or DBASNM. DBASNM.
And he's kind of looking at them going,
DBASNM.
Doing business as S&M.
Sweet Nut Milk. There we go. Sweet Nut Milk.
No,
DBA.
Can we put S&M right now? Just put S&M.
Yeah, SNM. That's what I
I
was
will
saying.
do.
Just
I
put
will do
S&M.
SNM.
okay, and he starts kind of like filling it in. It's like,
S&M.
as long as it's something that's easy for you guys to remember and relatively unique.
Red.
It's very unique.
Red.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that say
I hope you can identify S and N as they are both on a compass.
SNM?
Yeah,
S.
you know how to read a compass, don't you, Arthur?
This is
Yeah,
upside
but I
down
mean,
W.
like, that means we go in one direction, we go in the other direction, we go in the other direction. I just go the direction that the captain tells me to go. But that's SNM, right?
Volred's gonna lean over to Exal and just say, "You taught the kobold to read, but you won't teach Arthur."
I did.
Arthur,
He hasn't.
Yeah.
you don't know how to read?
Busy.
No.
Cole, he knows
Do you
how to
wanna
count,
learn?
not read.
Learning and, like, the will to learn and the desire to learn are two completely different things for me.
I can teach you. I taught Gorbeck.
You know, we see how that's going.
He knows how to read.
He does. He didn't read them. He didn't read them runes on the side of the door that burnt him half to death.
Did he try?
I don't know. Did he try?
No.
Somehow
Same video.
that was not in the recording.
I was like, so
Skip
no,
this
I'm
part.
not. We're at 50-50 on your teaching abilities right now.
This application won't stop him. He can't read.
I just
So
need to know
Jimmy-
if that says S&M. That's it. DBASNN.
We just put S and M because we don't need the DBA for right now.
Isn't that what that guy's? Never mind. Sweet nut milk. Yes. Thank you.
We'll visit this later.
Right. And he kind of takes it and goes, that's fine. Like I said, it's only so that way we know who to file the taxes against. And he kind of takes the stuff in there, starts stepping. All right. Now, for the disclosures. And he kind of pulls out a couple other sheets, kind of slides them for you. This is basically just terms of the contract, so that way we are clear about the expectations for each other. Feel free to have some legal counsel review it if you like. Basically, the overall idea is you are free to contract directly if you like. Otherwise, we, the Adventurers Guild of Battlethor, do provide work on an as-needed basis for your adventuring group. All of our work is tiered to specific levels of experience. You guys are presently at the lowest level, so that limits the amount of business that you can contract through the guild. Regardless of whether you get the job through us or someone else, you do owe 10% of any loot or treasure you find, paid for as taxes. That's not really a thing for us. We do take a small percentage off the top. However, most of that money actually goes to the kingdom. It is income after all. So, that's pretty much it. Yes.
Pretty standard stuff.
How do you know how much money we get from each thing? Like, is this just you get 10% of the rewards, or you get 10% of whatever we find?
It's contracted through the job that we take.
So if we find stuff, they don't get 10% of it.
Well, technically speaking, you are still supposed to pay taxes on that. But
Arthur,
let's just
we'll
say
document
the guild-
everything perfectly. That way they'll know exactly what we get. And I look at the guy like, that way nothing gets mistaken for, right?
And the guy goes, look, all we care about is that when you take the job, there's a prescribed amount. You fill in the form, we take the 10%, and we handle it. If you don't pay your taxes, that's not on us. And he kind of moves over to one of the pages of the disclosure and points to an entry.
That's on you.
Yeah, that's on you.
Tax thing confuses me. That's gonna be a problem for me.
The what?
Why?
I don't pay tax. I'm supposed to be paid tax.
No,
He's
Volred,
one of
Volred,
those top people. He's the lower people.
Yes, but you
You're
are
not-
not in your home town or city.
This is
Right.
When you are traveling and you do work in a different area, you pay taxes in the area that you are working in.
No.
God. Let's just sign the paperwork.
Volred,
There's
we
just
will
how
talk
different.
about this away from other ears. All right?
Sure.
Right. And so the guy's just sitting here, initial here, initial here. Yeah, that's good. And he's just and just kind of moves that all over. All right. And he kind of takes all of that off the side, pulls out some blank paper. You see him trace some symbols in the air, and you watch as his pen goes through and quickly scribes an exact duplicate of all the paperwork. And then quickly he kind of dries that off a little bit and goes, all right, stamp, stamp, stamp. Cool. And he pulls out a leather folio, slides the papers in, and just kind of rolls it and passes it over the counter. All right, DBA, SNM, you guys are presently registered as an official adventuring party with the kingdom. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to review the paperwork or reach out to your local Adventurers Guild representative. This is the main branch. Many of the other major cities also have branches. There are also satellite offices in numerous smaller places, so feel free to get business in any of those. That being said, did you already have a job that you wanted to take?
We have to go look at the board. We didn't.
no.
Not a particular job. I look over to Arthur. What was the name of the place that you're from again?
Eladin.
Do you happen
Eladin.
to have a job near Eladin that we
I'm
could take?
sure we do. Eladin's a big place. It just all depends on what kind of labor you're looking for. For your guys' tier, anything on the outside boards are going to be acceptable. So if you find something, just bring it back in, and we'll fill out the paperwork establishing it as an official bounty. Also, I will note, because it has been a problem recently, if you'll note on page 3 of the fine print, you will note that once one of these contracts is taken up by an adventuring guild, that contract can only be completed by that particular adventuring group that it is assigned to. If you end up taking and completing that on behalf of another group, payment is still given to the group that contracted initially. Unless, however, 6 months or the expiration date established by the requester has breached, in which case the job becomes open for another group.
That sounds fair.
So I'm just saying you might want to double check stuff, and if you know a bounty is out on something, I wouldn't bother completing it. That being said, though, if you do complete a job and you find out there was an open bounty for it and it hasn't been claimed by someone, feel free to take that and provide proof that it's been completed. That's fine. All we really give a shit about is that ultimately the client gets their problem solved, because that's how we get paid.
That sounds fair.
Awesome. Also, if you ever are in need of legal counsel arising from work done by the Adventuring Guild, we, of course, can provide a counsel to you if absolutely needed. All right. Any other questions?
Say we wanted to open a checking account. How would we go about doing that?
Well,
No,
you can
no,
go
it's
to
all-
any of the banks here in town and go ahead and have that done. You can have them opened up individually, or if you provide your paperwork, then they can open one up on behalf of DBASNM for group funds if needed.
The boss him. All right. That's I'm good. I just wanted to know that little bitty tidbit of information about checking accounts.
Seems oddly specific.
I got a
You never know.
I got a birthday gift one time from someone because they had an outstanding savings account that just piled up a bunch of money. It's weird.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, well, let's go look at the board.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
DBAS.
I'm gonna go look at the board and see if I can find anything that would pique our interest in Eladin.
The boss.
Wait, don't we have to take a job? Wasn't there a specific job that we had to take?
Well, it's
Yeah,
in
but
that
you
direction.
guys are looking to
Just
maybe double dip.
Yeah, that's all we're trying to do.
Got it.
We don't want to accidentally complete someone's job for them and then they get the money for it. So
A lot of what you find initially is just people in need of help with the grape harvest and a variety of other stuff. You do find some standard work clearing out infestations of varmints, things of that nature. You do find an interesting poster that is open to all individuals, so it doesn't have to be contracted to any one group in specifically. That is requesting from the local archaeological society to delve into Caer Elmer, which is an elven ruin located a couple days north of the city.
Elven Ruin, you say?
Oh,
Yes.
At level
Okay.
2, that's
Care
a
out
thing.
there.
Caer Elmer.
Is this near?
I think it's the opposite direction.
No, it's about a day or so north of Eladin. So it's
Eric,
just something in the area.
Well, I mean, that seems simple enough.
Yep. You do also find a bounty on the head to slay a local goblin chieftain.
Is there a name to this?
That's what I was. That's what I was gonna ask.
Description?
For this particular job. There is no particular name. It just says that a local group of goblins in the area have been damaging crops. That particular job.
Gorbeck, is this going to be all right for you? Are you pro?
Will
or
be in the
anti-Goblin?
mountains north of Eladin.
Well,
I think just ruins. Don't y'all just ruins?
It just had us to investigate the ruins. What was the?
Well, the local archaeological society in Eladin is conducting a dig and exploration of ruins there. They're said to be pretty elaborate, and they are looking for adventurers who are willing to delve the ruin and create maps of space, bring back anything. So it's basically anyone who is willing to do the job is capable of doing so, though they do note that there have been creatures that inhabit the ruins that also need some dispatching. Specifically, that ruin is located south of Argenrin, which is a village just under a day's travel northeast of Eladin. A place you're familiar with somewhat, Arthur.
What is the name of the spot?
Argenrin? Argenrin. If you watch the Adjacent with Jace, it's one of the places I misspelled.
Yeah. Take that, phonetics.
Shout out to Adjacent with Jace every Thursday.
Unless I got something else going on.
Yeah.
When have
And-
you skipped one?
For those of you who want to come back, Jason and Jace, on Thursday, I believe Britnix has some new art that we're going to be showing.
We'll be debuting new art on
It's
the Thursday
good.
show. I'll have to make a special segment or transition for it. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, and it's art about stuff that has occurred in this session. Yes, you know what we're thinking. So stop by on Thursday and see it.
Topical.
Where's the runes in regards to the Goblin Lord guy?
The goblins are on the island, while the ruins are on an island near the island.
I mean, in the direction. Like, would we know? Is if we were walking towards where we're going, is it in the general direction?
Well, you guys would have to take a boat to get to Eladin.
I get that, but what I'm saying
Once
is,
we're on Eladin.
Yes,
Well,
once you're on Eladin, you guys would go due north for goblins. That
North for
specific
goblins.
area is only a couple hours outside of the city. Northeast of Eladin is Argenren, and south of that location, which would be like due east across the bay, is where the goblins are. So everything is within a day's travel of Eladin.
And the ruins wasn't a claim this; it was just a go and help with kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And it is an open contract, so there will probably be more than one party going that direction.
I still stay the question, Gorbek, are you against attacking goblins?
well, I mean, no, I'm a murder goblin, bro. Let's go. But
He murdered his whole clan, so yeah, I'm good.
I didn't do it.
I don't know anything about this.
I was the cause of it. But I didn't.
Wow.
Still don't know
Backstory
any.
we didn't know.
Still don't know any of that. So
Yeah, anyone who has watched the beginning of this episode can kind of probably figure that out.
character doesn't know, so I don't give a shit.
Party doesn't? No, that
Think
Gorbek
if-
killed everyone. In his clan, it was bloody.
Great song.
Murder would happen to happen, then I have no problem having it happen. But if I can say, hey, listen, stop, don't do this, because we can be nice.
I don't believe that.
Well, options. We'll give him the shot at least. All right.
I don't believe
I
that.
take
at all.
I take the flatter off the wall. This one then.
Okay, that's goblins.
Goblin. The other one's open invitation. Yeah. One. That's 2 to 3 jobs.
So what exactly is the job that we have to do?
Caleb.
You don't know.
Find
we have
find
to-
drugs.
What do you mean we don't know?
You have, you have. All you
We have
know
to
is
go
you
accept
have
the
to
job.
to locate some supposedly not illicit substances or objects that an individual needs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Whatever. Let's go. Let's do it.
sounds like a Friday night.
Take the
Yeah, okay.
flyer. Go back over to the desk. Hello.
All right. This time you find a different person. It's a. Well, no, it's a different desk.
I
that
was
you
like,
guys are going
did he
to.
go to break already? Jeez.
No, you see this really tall, like Vana woman with like platinum blonde hair, kind of tied back. She's wearing a sleeveless shirt, and you can see different scratch marks and stuff like that, war wounds on her exposed biceps. And she just kind of is leaning over this desk, obviously too small compared to her size, because she's like 6.5 feet tall. She just kind of looks down and goes, "Hey,
Hi. We've got a flyer here for the goblins on Ariel.
Eladin.
Eladin. That one. Goblin chief.
all right." And she kind of takes it. Your paperwork.
Paperwork. Get out the leather satchel. Get here. Slide it over.
Okay, and she starts going through. All right. Anything else?
No. I mean,
Okay. And she slides it in. There you go. You're ready to go. The expiration on this is 2 months. So you have until then to complete the contract, or it will be open game for someone else.
all right, 2 months. Thank you.
You're inept.
No,
She just kind of looks over Volred, and he's just kind of like leaning over the desk and staring at you guys as you leave.
He doesn't mean it. He doesn't know what it means.
Ulred, that's. What do you think that means?
Not gratitude for performing a job or service.
You said not gratitude?
No, is it not?
No,
a
it is.
term
It is
of
not.
Gratitude.
Ooh,
Not even close.
the opposite.
Normally, when you want to show gratitude for a service, you can say, "Thank you."
Sure.
Right? As you guys rush out the guild hall outside trying to get away from swinging distance or perhaps throwing distance, you're not sure. She looks pretty swole.
Probably both.
Heading out back into the inner bailey beneath the statue of the weird dragon slaying individual. There is a sense of presence as you guys are now official adventurers. Individuals who only met each other not even a week ago, and yet have taken your first legitimate adventuring gig. So we'll have to see where that goes. But first, we're going to take a quick break. So we can potty and stuff.
Hooray for
Well-
sweet nut milk!
Sweet nut milk.
But
TBA!
Yay, sweet nut milk.
Badasim. The name of the party is Badasim.
Debasnum.
Debasim.
Bosnum.
Debasim.
We're just gonna call it Deborah for short.
You can't read anyway. Doesn't matter.
That's
That
true.
sounds like that sounds like a really nice vacuum's shitty off-brand.
Debasum.
Debasim. All right. Transition time.
Walking hand in hand on the ocean floor, down deep we wander. Louder we sing, no there is no cure in this together. I don't wanna tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. Everything about you is so really won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. When you got my lipstick on your white shirt collar. Now I only see you. Hearts and letters carved into the shore. We'll never grow old. I don't wanna tell you that it's not real. Nothing is a fairy tale. But everything about you is so really won't be pretty when it ends. Now how could I leave with your sweet love on me? Yeah, yeah. Something about you always makes it harder. When you got my lipstick on your white shirt collar.
Yeah, so that's why I decided I was just gonna screw Gander over.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Out of context
Yeah,
or in
that's
context. All works.
It makes plenty of sense now that you've laid it all out over that last
Yeah.
15 minutes.
It's a masterful
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah, masterful plan. Because like, I just think having Gander as the BBEG at the end of the campaign just makes so much sense.
All right, well, he's got to do something first.
Lich Goblin. All right, here we go.
But I've started it though. Like I only shared part of my plan, but there's more to it. I promise.
That's fair. Okay, I'm waiting. I love it.
Yeah. Someone's got to die, and it doesn't have to be Gorbek.
Or does it?
If I die, my next character is actually going to be nameless. Every time I say the name, I'm going to go boop, sort of like the movie Kill Bill whenever they say their name.
Beatrice.
So, you guys have collected a bit of a job collection around the area of Eladin to the north. So, the rest of the day is yours. What did you want to do with it?
Should I say Arthur is happily leaving the guild hall, kind of jigging and singing S S S N M M M S S S N M M M.
What is the equivalent of Rihanna in this world?
Ooh, I feel like she would be a. That's hard. I feel like she would be an elf.
Yeah.
I feel like elf bard obviously kind of fits the bill, but I feel like she might also have taken some levels in like wizard. Well, she makes a lot of clothing now, so she might be an artificer. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
You never know.
I'm going back to the inn because I'm gonna stay inside.
You can't have your hopes and dreams crushed if you don't go anywhere.
You're not wrong.
They haven't played a game of Dungeons and Dragons with me as the dungeon master.
Rocks fall. Son of a bitch. We lost our deposit.
Rakshas just appear.
Invisible stalkers don't appear but attack you anyway.
Why are they always after me? I don't know why.
Must
The
be
debt
a
is not
hereditary
paid.
thing.
Fuck. I hate my family. Go after the other ones. They're not doing anything.
Caleb, do you have to say anybody before we leave? Like, all my people are on the ship, so
Say that again.
you have to say bye to anybody before we leave. Like, from like,
I mean, if I was
I'll
feeling,
probably head
if
out
I
and
was-
say, see how Milo's doing.
If I was feeling vindictive, I'd shit in someone's bed, but
but you're saying you're not vindictive.
no,
Just depressed.
That's fair.
just depressed.
Don't be depressed though. Depression's like Santa's heavy sack sitting over your back. You never really feel alleviated from it unless you start giving it away to other people. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But do you have anybody you want to say goodbye to?
But who?
I was actually talking to Arthur at that point.
Oh no. Like I said, everybody I know is on the ship. Just kind of get back to the ship and I'm done.
Well, are they actually going to where we're going?
We should probably ask them if they'll go that way.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
we
that's
might have
actually-
to get another ship.
Oh no, we'll have to be on a different ship?
It's very possible.
Damn. I didn't think about that.
Can you
Yeah.
convince the captain?
If we buy him some rum, probably. Actually, if we get him 2 jugs of rum, there's a good chance that he'll go.
Well, it also depends on whether or not it's profitable for him to go there.
No, we just get him 2 jugs of rum and he'll go.
All right, how much is 2 jugs of rum? I'll pay for it.
But you have to wait, hold on. So there's a way about this. You can't have Denny be there while we give the 2 jugs of rum to the captain, or else Denny will say something else and lead us in a different direction. But if you distract Denny and old Raj and then give the 2 jugs of rum to the captain, there's a good chance he'll take us where we want to go.
All
see
right,
that.
so I will buy the 2 jugs of rum, give it to you, and you can handle it because you know the captain best.
Yeah, but I need somebody to distract Denny.
I'm pretty sure.
Raise my hand,
anytime
Arthur. I'll do it for you.
that.
I need someone to distract Denny and not get killed in the process.
And I walk up to Arthur. Are you sitting down or standing up?
I am obviously standing up at this point in time.
Okay, Kalen, come here.
I'm right here.
I'm gonna climb up Kalen's shoulder and I say, "Go stand by Arthur right now,
You're gonna say please?
please."
Okay. I will
And then-
stand next to Arthur.
And then I'm gonna grab Kalen's his cloak thing or whatever he's wearing. And I'm gonna be like, "Arthur, please, God, let me do this for some redemption. I need my rem."
Okay, we talked about this whole saying my name thing. Let's not do that. Second of all, Denny will hurt you.
I will kiss Denny on the mouth before he touches me.
You know,
Maybe
I
you
kind
wanna
of
make it
want to see
worse.
that happen. No, I want to see it happen. Never mind. Let's do it. I like this plan. Let's go. Can we go? Can we go now? Let's buy the rum.
Yeah, let's buy some rum on the way back to the ship.
And then I hug
Okay.
Kalen. I say, "See what asking things nicely does?"
I told you.
Can I look at the paperwork and see how much the reward is for the goblin one? I didn't look at that part.
Yes, Goblin one. That one lists the reward as 500 gold.
Shame Arthur can't read. I will.
Yeah.
As I look through it, I was like, "Hey, just letting y'all know." Wait, where y'all going? Hey, I look around. There's people. Gander, can you go tell them that the Arthur the goblin one the reward's 500 gold, and go tell them because I think they're gonna go do something that's gonna get them in trouble.
mean, I'd want to watch them get in trouble.
Cool. You tell them 500 gold for it.
Do what?
500 gold for the Goblin Reward for the mission that we took.
Yes.
All right. And I look at the other one. Well, I think that was probably more of a whatever you do, you get paid for. It's the only thing that matters. Yeah. Cool. I give you that information so you can go tell them.
I will run after the tall people.
And I will go back to the guild hall.
I will shout for Caleb because reasons. And Caleb, wait.
I'm gonna tell Gorbeck and Arthur to hold up monitor him. Yes.
He's all wanted me to tell you that the Goblin Job Reward is 300 gold.
300?
Yeah. That's what it said on the paper.
Okay. All right.
So, like that, instead of maybe we can just pool the money to just, instead of trying to sneak past Denny, we can just pay for the charter to go up there, and then the reward will be enough to compensate the cost.
Yes. While I agree with you there.
Because if we don't sneak past Denny, if y'all don't end up being able to sneak past Denny or Old Raj, then they may never let us charter them again.
Worst case scenario, we have to find another boat.
Halem.
Yes, who
We
may
are
not be as friendly and maybe give us a discount.
Halem.
Yes. What, Gorbeck?
Need some dice.
Why?
For my plan.
Is it half-baked plan or is it a fully fleshed out plan?
Well, what I have
Half-baked plan.
it's not half baked. It's like 3/4 way baked. I need dice to have a fully baked plan.
I pull out a set of dice and give it to him. Is
Do
it
you
full?
have dice?
Yes. Not anymore.
Do you have a cup?
Oh, I should have
Alright.
known that. You take gambling on every character you have.
Gambling.
All right, y'all are all walking together, right? All four of you.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, you would have heard me explain that, like, instead of potentially sabotaging the relationship with a boat captain, we could just pay, and the reward would cover the expense.
Gander, this stuff will work. I have had a lot of stupid things happen to me lately. I
You got
need
blown
a
up by a
win.
fireball.
I need a win.
Take an easier win and kill a goblin chief.
Why? We might not have to kill him. Who knows? I didn't die. I have not died. I am alive. I'm alive. Caleb, I am alive, and I need a win.
You got knocked the F out.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you died.
Did
And
he
got
die
saved.
though? But did he die though?
Listen, what I do is, what's his face? Doesn't he? He's got kind of a thing. Like he thinks he's pretty good at stuff, huh? Like he's a big head. Like he thinks he runs ish, right?
You
looking
talking
at-
about Gorbeck?
I'm looking at Arthur.
Oh, what?
He thinks
Denny?
he runs this. Danny.
The
Denny,
the first
I-
mate.
By technicality, Denny does kind of run things because the captain is drunk half the time, and
Okay.
so
The captain
Does
just
he have
brings
a
the sailing.
But does he
the
have a
sailing
complex
skills.
about it?
I don't think he necessarily has a complex about it, as in like he actually does it. It's not like he thinks he does it; he does it. So it's
Okay.
more just like reality.
I think he knows that.
Would
that
you be
he knows.
mad if you didn't keep getting paid?
Well, I didn't get paid in the first place, apparently. So
that's what I'm saying.
wait, I got paid. I got paid this last time. I apologize.
This is the last 2 times.
But if you just didn't happen to get paid anymore, would you be like super pissed about it?
I just don't want to get kicked off the boat.
Okay, well,
So
that's
I
fine.
think I think the best
I
way.
absolutely
so
100% keep that from happening.
So Arthur, I think the best way for you not get kicked off the boat is not make Denny mad.
Wait, so you don't have any confidence in our plan, huh? That's what I'm hearing.
Do you see the person
It's
that's trying to
Gorbek's
execute the plan?
No,
It's
Gorbek's the
Gorbek's
distraction.
Make
But
the
do you have? It was my plan.
Oh boy.
Gorbek is a great
Gorbek is
distraction.
the distraction, but you don't have confidence in my plan.
You can spell distraction backwards, and that spells not. It doesn't spell
Disaster?
Gorbek,
Point.
but
I have full
Sid.
confidence
No,
that the
Sid.
rum would be able to convince your captain to take us up there. Do I have confidence in Gorbek distracting Denny? Not really.
That's okay. My mom used to tell me, and she used to pray this over me all the time. She would say, "May you have the confidence of a mediocre high elf."
ditto.
Then I will leave y'all to y'all's own devices.
Yeah.
I will
All
be
right.
back at the end with these all.
All right, DW, let's go.
DW?
W?
The wizard?
I hate him so much. I hate him so much.
Ugh.
Clench fist and all. I hate him so much. All right.
And I'll go back to the tavern to the inn and meet up with these all.
I'm just saying, if you guys ever meet up with Silas again, I'm pretty sure he could make Goblin flank.
Awesome.
Okay, so Gander's heading back to the tavern. Blackstone or the Cozy?
Blackstone.
Okay.
Because he's all said she was going back to the Blackstone. So.
Okie dokie. And then the rest of you guys are heading to Lay Ship.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys head out to the waterfront. And it takes you just a little bit of time, but you do find the reef breaker moored there in the harbor. It looks as though they are in the process of unloading cargo.
See, did
Yep, you do see Denny.
Did we buy the rum beforehand?
Yes, it was 2 silver pieces per bottle. So however many bottles looking
Okay,
at.
we're buying 2, so I'm going to subtract 4 silver pieces.
Shit, that's
Okay.
cheap. Why don't we buy 4 bottles?
I hear a voice in my head. I buy 4 bottles.
It's not a voice. It's only in your head because he's 2 inches from your ear.
He's not with us.
In your head.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Wait,
he did
where
come
am
with us. I
Yeah,
thought he was
didn't you go
with
with?
us all.
If I'm not,
That's
I'm
what
not with
I
him.
was wondering because
Who went
Volred
to the
never said
tavern?
he went anywhere. I know where
Yeah.
I went.
I'm going to the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. Gander and Izal went back to the tavern or the inn, basically. And
oh, I went to the ship.
okay,
Okay.
there you go.
Then he did
So-
say that, and I'll just buy 4. Buy 4.
Okay. So, cool. So you buy 4, pass over 8 silver. If you would have done 1 more, that could have been an even gold or 2 electrum.
Mm,
We don't do that.
Anyway.
might as well.
All right. Well,
I'm going to spin the electrum.
Gone forever now. Finally.
yep.
So I
Gone
bought
forever.
5 total.
Yep. Anyway, so you guys make it to the ship. there are large, what look like blocks of stone that Denny is currently kind of looking over, writing down, and then loading on to the ship. As you guys kind of approach, kind of looks over and goes, "Ah, welcome back, Art. Well, we won't be leaving until tomorrow, so anything I can help you with?"
Is the captain in on the ship?
Yes, actually, he was. Last time I saw him a few minutes ago, he was showing the rounds to your new lizard companion.
Mizak.
Yes, Mizak.
Great. Can I see him? Is he busy? Is he super busy? He's just showing Mizak at this point, right?
I believe he was showing the ropes to the young lizard. They're probably below deck.
Ah.
If not that, try the forecastle.
Great. Yeah, I'll go. I look over at Caleb. I was like, you only let him distract if Denny starts trying to head to the ship.
I nod.
Great. Can you give me the 2 jugs of rum, please?
Already did.
Thank you. Got it. I'll be back. All right.
Yeah. And then you watch Denny kind of give a furtive glance as he sees you not very well pocketing
At all.
things. He just kind of.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, no,
he
I had
sees
already
that.
done that. I had already done that when we bought it.
Yeah, but
I would still be.
Art has nothing.
I have a handy
to
haversack.
hide.
He has
Oh,
a
that's
haversack.
true. You do.
But
That's
I wouldn't
true.
have thought about that. I was too. Yeah.
The haversack is new.
Would I
to
have
you.
noticed him carrying both of them in both
Of
hands?
course.
Nah,
Arthur,
it's better if he just
if-
has it out. I think it's way better.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm heading to try to find the captain.
Okay. So you make your way in down below deck. You do hear some laughing, followed with a and as you kind of move into one of the back storage rooms, you find kind of sprawled across a crate.
Careful.
Yeah, I know. On one hand, you see, or on one side, you see Captain Silverleaf. On the other side, you see Mizak, and they're presently in the middle of a game of dice with 3 or 4 bottles of rums just kind of are on the floor. And Mizak looks as though he's had a little bit to drink himself.
Okay, so but how does the captain look?
Captain actually looks relatively sober.
Okay, well, chill. I would still go up to him.
The captain
Captain!
still goes, "Oh, my boy, how are you doing?"
I'm good. What did you do to Mizak?
"Oh, well, your friend here hasn't had any libation before, so I introduced him. Yeah, it was an interesting evening."
You gave a kobold liquor for the first time?
Oh, what does it matter? I mean, he's cold-blooded. Warm him up a little bit.
You know what? Sure. Yes, Captain. Is he gonna be okay?
He kind of looks over. Pretty sure. He said, we've killed quite a bit over the last day or so, so.
Great. I actually brought you some more in these. I hold up both of the jugs of rum.
Like, excellent. I used a little bit more than Denny said I could have, so
Great.
Yeah.
Captain, can you take us to Eladin?
Ellen. Well, I would say that I don't think that's really possible. We've taken the job to ship out some stuff to Asgard.
Wait, so you're saying no, like right off the bat, like it's a hard no?
Well, Eldon is in the exact opposite direction of Asgarth.
Yes, but you're saying no, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, Art, I'm saying no.
Are you sure?
We're contracted. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Great. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those other 2 jugs of rum back. And I'm gonna be like, yeah. I really gotta go to Elodin. Damn, you really can't go?
He's like, Art. And he kind of
Yes.
points out the room and he's like pointing to like, you would guess 30,000 pounds of raw stone sitting back there. He's like, it would take me at least another day to unload all of this.
Mhm.
And then what the hell am I going to do for work? I've already bought the stone.
So you paid for it?
Yeah, that's kind of how this works. It's a consignment gig.
I never got paid, so I never knew the outworkings of the job. But like the other thing is we're family and we were like, you're supposed to like help me when in my time of need.
You know what? You're right, Art. What do you need to do in Eldon?
Jobs. Multiple jobs, actually.
So let me get this straight. You want me
Yes.
to give up my job so that way I could take you and your newfound friends up north so that way you guys can do different jobs.
No, I want you to do a favor for me for the job that I've been doing for the last 5 years so that way we can do it another job. It's all about perspective.
What the hell am I going to do with 40,000 pounds of stone in Eldon?
I hear they need bridges in Elodin. You might be able to deliver the stone to them and then they can build a bridge. I don't know where this is going to go. You've already said no, and I'm trying not to be rude, but like, it's okay. Do you have any connections that might help us get to Elodin or anything? Because I know you said no.
Look,
that hurts my heart a little bit.
There are a variety of ships here in the waterfront you can go. Look, it would be Elodin is about 3 days sail from here, which means it'd be at least a week before I'd even get back to Air Ariel. And then I still have to do the whole trek down to Asgarth. What you need, Art?
Yeah, I know you said no. I'm at the point now where I've accepted the fact that you said no, and I'm trying to take another perspective. Do you know anybody that could help us get to Elodin, perchance?
Off the top of my head, that I would know who's here in the city. No, I don't. But there are passenger vessels that can make the trek. I suppose I could convince Denny to make a side venture, as the stone obviously is not going to spoil. But the problem is I'd need to be able to pitch it as a job, which means I'd need to be able to take in some money. So standard fare for a trip like that, that would be 7.5 silver, I think, per person. So that's a good question. Let me check my notes.
Arthur's trying to remember back to what Gander said really quickly. He's like, 7. You said 7 silver per person?
Or 7.5 gold.
7.5 gold per person?
Per person would be the normal fare. Obviously, we give you the friends and the family discount. We could round that off 5 gold per person even,
So
but that's one way. So if you're gonna need trek back, obviously we'll have to renegotiate there. But
So that's 5. 1, 2.
that's 30 gold, Art, for 6 people. 30 gold.
Yeah. You know what? That sounds fantastic. And if you could do that, that would be great. I would really appreciate that. Actually, I don't need 2 jugs of rum. Here's one back.
Or how about you leave the other one too?
But you're charging me 30 gold.
I could have been charging you 45.
Correct, but we can't go back on our word now.
All right, you little shit. I'll remember
Yay!
that.
It's okay. My mom used to say the boobs are fake, but the smile is real. So it's great. It's all about perspective. If you're looking in the right spot, you see the truth in things. That's what that's about. Thank you. Can I give you a hug?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go let the guys know that we got a ride to Eladin. 30 gold. Got it. Cool. I'm gonna
Each way. 30 gold each way.
Yeah, I just know we need to get to Eladin. If we need to get back, then that's a whole nother conversation that the guys can have. But for right now, 30 gold sounds spectacular. All right, I'm gonna go. And he leaves with the other jug of rum. He is not leaving the second jug.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. I go back out onto the deck.
Speaking of going against your word, and you take the other bottle of rum.
Yeah. That's all that matters. All right, I'm going back on deck and then back out to where everybody else is.
How successful was the distraction with Denny?
Denny didn't bother.
That figures.
Denny knows enough.
tracks.
Look, Denny is not an idiot. He knows how this goes.
I wonder who's sneaking the captain all the booze.
Yeah, and this is like when Art kind of comes down the game point because he's got that stupid smile on his face. Then he just kind of looks over to him and goes, "Son of a bitch."
We're gonna do some stupid shit again.
What did you talk the captain into this time? Are we taking on a menagerie? Or
what?
Circus?
I actually want to hear. Oh no, it's not a circus. Wait. No, it's not a circus.
We're
It's not a
turning the ship into a brothel. Yes, okay.
circus.
So
We're not doing that, but you're gonna need this. Here's the second jug of rum, and I'm gonna hand it to Denny.
and he takes the rum and is like, this must be pretty bad. Where are you going to take us?
You're taking us to Eladin.
And the captain is okay with this?
The captain agreed to take us to Eladin. Well, he agreed for you to take us to Eladin.
We cannot take you and your group to Elven.
But the captain said he could take us to Eladin.
The captain told you, but this is a partnership, Arthur, which means he has half of the vote.
Mhm.
I have the other half.
Well, then you're going to use the other half to take us to Eladin.
There is nothing in Elven for us.
There's gold in Eladin for you. And you could build a bridge in Eladin. It's great.
We're not bridge builders, we're shippers. And what gold is in Elven?
You can talk, go use that other half of your boat to talk to the captain. I got to go tell the other guys that we're going to Eladin.
Just remember something, Art.
Yeah.
I have a pistol, and I'm not a bad shot.
I know. You actually took out a lot of Sahagin on the way up here with that pistol. I'm actually very impressed. But You're still taking us to Eladin.
Get out of my sight, Aunt. Go away. I have business to do.
Okay. Can I give you a hug?
Absolutely not.
See, the captain said the exact same thing. I was just trying to give everybody a hug and be nice. Anyway, hey guys, we're going to Eladin.
And you guys kind of look back. Denny
As
is
Arthur,
leaning forward, pressing his way up the gangplank. Have a conversation.
as Arthur gets up to us, so your plan worked.
Sorta. He took one of the jugs of rum.
That's cheaper.
But-
Awesome.
We have to pay 30 gold.
That's not cheaper.
It's not. But it was 5 person ahead versus 7.5 persons ahead. And they technically took a contract to go the opposite direction, which is very important to the captain. And so for him even to even say we could go is kind of like a nice deal for me. And yes, I'm a little rude to Denny, but they're really good people, and I can't take them out of money to just go somewhere that they're not trying to go. And Gander said we're getting 300 gold. Like, we might as well just use some of that 300 gold to go there. I mean, it would be more expensive for us to go on a different boat.
Did we check?
It would be more expensive for us to go on a different boat.
Based on my experiences, is this a good price?
It's a 3 days travel.
You, based on your experience, you don't know the exact mileage between Air Ariel and Eladin, but you could imagine that you probably got a 25 to 30% discount on that fare.
With my experience in cargo and transport, I think that was a good deal. Even though I'm not like, it's not my job and I'm not like super good with money, but like hearing them transport people constantly, do I think that would be a good deal?
You think they probably could have got double that price for that trip.
Cool. Then I am confident in my answer to people.
Does Arthur know math?
Arthur
He knows of math.
Arthur knows more math than he can read, and he struggles. It may take him a little bit longer to get to the destination he's trying to go to, but he will get there.
Well, what numbers are bigger than 0 in that case? Because you can't read.
All right, so I'm going to. All right, so you said it was 5 gold a person?
Correct. And I counted 6 people, right? 6?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 times 6. Yeah, 30. So it would have been 30 gold total.
All right, so when we get back on the ship tomorrow, that's when we're leaving, correct?
Yes, because he doesn't have to unload anything technically. Wait, I turned back around and I'm like, Denny!
He's gone.
I know.
Yeah, he's gone.
So my understanding is, again, he said he was going to cater it to us and have Denny take us to Eladin. Does that mean that there's going to be a different ship, or are we taking this exact same ship to Eladin and then coming back?
So they're going to finish loading up the cargo tonight.
Yes.
And they're leaving tomorrow regardless. The plan was to go down to Isgarth, but instead they're going to go north to Eladin, and then they'll make a round trip back to Air Ariel and then move on to Isgarth.
Okay. So yeah, Caleb, they're leaving. He seemed pretty serious about this job, so I would assume they're leaving tomorrow for sure. But they're going to make a special trip up to Eladin for us and drop us off. Now, 30 gold is only one way, so if we want to come back, he's going to charge us again. And I did not negotiate. That's the word, right? I just negotiate. Yeah, that's what Diddy says. I did not negotiate the amount that it would cost for us to come back.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be coming back or if we're going to be staying there, so that's a good choice. let's go talk to the others. Tell them what's going on. I believe the next place to meet up would be the inn, correct? I think everybody else is scattered around.
Yeah, that's the only central point that everybody would know to go to.
What time is it?
At this point, we're on lunch, you figure?
All right, let's go eat first. Then we're gonna go back to the inn.
All right, cool.
Okay. And so I imagine in peeps, you guys are going to be handling some personal solitude, then having lunch yourselves.
I will be informing Izal that I told them that we are only getting paid 300 gold, and that is.
Well, I went back to the guild hall.
Oh, you went back to the guild hall?
Yeah, the second I sent you off, I went back to the guild hall.
Yeah, so you're back for a little while, Gander. But
well.
Izal does return probably about 45 minutes to an hour later in a good mood. Spirits lifted.
What's got you so chipper?
Dipper. Went for a nice walk and got some exercise. I was sitting down, moving around.
She got to hit something.
Okay.
You didn't tell them the right number?
Well, no, because I mean, it's more for us.
Right? This ain't gonna go well.
Well, Gander, I appreciate that you're trying to think of like savings or things, but did you not see that Arthur damn near knocked out Gorbeck when he lied to him? So what technically did you do when you told them the wrong number?
I told them that you told me.
Right. See, there's that thing that I heard Arthur say about don't lie on my name, or whatever the hell it was. I will clarify the situation as a misunderstanding, because it might have been. But, yeah. We're all part of the same S&M group now. So let's try to be.
I don't like that name.
I don't like it either. Luckily, we technically.
I'm never going to use it.
Technically, only wrote down the letters, so it is not the other one. It is doing business. DBASNM. The Baston. Yeah, whatever it is. Hope we change it at some point, but concussions happen. I was in a good mood. Still kind of am. I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat.
All right.
Okay. And then group, were you guys going to get food elsewhere and then returning to the inn, or were you guys going to eat at the inn?
We were heading to the tavern that we went to last time.
Cozy Respite.
Yeah.
Yep.
To eat, then we're going to go back to the inn.
Okay, so you guys head to the Cozy Respite, have familiar food. They've got like a really heavy stew, like in a bread bowl kind of thing that they've got on sale today. So like a vegetable beef in a bread bowl. So, yeah, it's pretty good, all things considered. Standard pub food. But you've ate at worse places, especially in the Southern Isles.
Is it busy there or no?
Yes, it's pretty well packed.
Right,
I mean, lunch in the waterfront. I mean, from your personal experience, the only other place in the Athorian Isles that would be busier than this place, like the waterfront at this time of day, would be the commercial harbors in Abaddon.
All right. While I'm eating, I'm going to try and keep an ear out and see if I can hear any interesting rumors or anything that people are talking about.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
19.
19. Yeah, you're able to hear a lot of the sailors are talking about increased issues with Triton farther on the southern area of the rift. They also mentioned that recently a military vessel of the kingdom was attacked by one of Grimvane's pirate sub-captains. And that's mostly it, other than they did mention that the Athenium is working on a secret project, but then again, they pretty much always are.
Yeah.
And that they have called in shipwrights from Aidenheart to help them construct something. That's it.
All right. And
Other than the
I will
usual bullshit of like,
Yeah.
This person, he said I had a bad joke, or regular boring everyday shit.
I saw me a mermaid off the coast just the other day.
All right. So I will
Except
continue
mermaids
eating
actually exist
chill.
in this world.
It was a dugong.
Yeah, I will chill and eat. And then after we eat, I'll head back to the inn and keep these rumors in the back of my head for now.
I would, once we're done eating, I would head back with Caleb.
I mean, we probably would have went to the same place if we realized you guys weren't back yet. We're probably like, I'm hungry. Let's go there. So we'll meet up with you guys to eat.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Not a whole lot. Sit at the table with us.
Yep, they're eating some trenchers, I think is what they're called.
We got to ride to Eladin.
Great.
It's just going to cost us 30 gold. But we're going to be making some money
Yeah.
It's
from the job. So
It's a pretty good discount. So you did good, Arthur.
thank you. Captain was nice.
I didn't
Surprising.
get to do my plan. It's kind of pissed.
Well, it was my plan, but I am happy that it worked out and we didn't have to see you get thrown over the boat.
Speaking of Gorbeck, can I get my dice back?
Yeah, I didn't get to do my plan.
You giving him puppy dog eyes?
I grabbed my dice set.
Well, wait until we are mid-trip, and then you can distract Danny as much as you want to.
Okay.
Wait until we're almost there.
Yeah, let's actually wait 2 days, because then they have to turn around. That would be way more cost extensive for them. So yeah, let's extensive. Is that what Denny would say? Yeah. Anyway, 2 days, and then you can distract Denny.
Okay.
There's a
I can
bit.
do that.
There's a bit of clarification. Gander told you the wrong number. It wasn't 300 gold. It was actually 500.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
That's even better.
Just let me make sure there was transparency. There might have been a misunderstanding. I kind of yelled it at Gander.
Oh, so Gander just misheard it. That's fine.
Probably.
All right.
Well, that's good. We're making more money. I love that. This is the most money I've made in like 5 years, guys.
Probably shouldn't volunteer all the time.
Why? Okay, there's a difference between volunteer and voluntold.
You volunteered for 5 years.
I didn't know what was going on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'm learning how to be more self-sufficient.
We are growing.
Well, at least they let you. They agreed to the traveling thing. So
Yeah, and at a discount. Again, it's 30 gold for all of us to go.
Oh yeah.
are we going to be expected to defend the ship or?
And that kind of comes with the territory. If we're out in the middle of the ship and you want to make it from one place to the other, you probably want to defend the ship to make sure you make it there.
Yeah. It's usually a good plan.
Might make for some stressful negotiations, middle of combat, you know. If I kill this one, -5 gold from the total. Yeah, whatever.
Do you want to go talk to the captain and Denny?
Nah, it probably wouldn't go well. Get
I did kind of piss Denny off on the way out. Probably don't want to talk to Denny.
You were yelling some mean things from the top of the crow's nest last time we were on the boat.
Oh, right. That's true.
Denny and I have this love-hate relationship. We love to hate each other.
Okay, that's fair.
Wonder why
I was about to say it looks more like a hate relationship.
He's like my older brother, you know, like older brother.
I know that feeling.
But he's still great. He's a great guy. He's just a little rough on the edges, you know, not very pleasant to talk to on a daily basis. So I just kind of have to take my anger out whenever I can.
Yelling it from a safe distance.
Exactly. He does have a pistol though, and I probably shouldn't yell. It doesn't matter. Either way, he's not gonna mess up the ship. He'll mess me up, but he won't mess up the ship. So if I stay in a place,
those things aren't very accurate. They haven't improved on the design in a long time.
You haven't seen Denny shoot. But yes, he is a good shot. But again, if I stay somewhere near the ship, he doesn't tend to shoot me because then he has to repair the holes, or Raj does. But then he has to talk to Raj, and then that's a bigger issue. So like,
no one's talked to Raj.
I love talking to Raj. Denny doesn't. Raj tends to ramble on, and I like hearing his stories, but Denny has time constraints.
Yep. That's a word.
Yeah. That one. That's it.
I want to go sit by Exalt.
I am sitting. That's like the first time you said the name.
He's not calling her Milton, so.
You've been saying
close enough.
Exel like the entire time.
He has been calling you Exel.
I'm gonna lean over to Exalt, and I'm gonna go. Exalt.
There's that name again. What's up?
Listen.
Right here.
Everybody else wants to kill these goblins, but I don't know if I want to kill them.
I'm open I am open for negotiations too.
I look around at everybody.
We're at a table.
A big round table.
And we're probably having to be kind of loud just so we can hear each other.
Actually, no. This place is mostly for patrons of the inn, so it's not that busy. Oh, wait. No, you guys want to go to the rest of it. Yes, it is fucking loud. There is fiddlers, like a 7-piece band going on. Everyone is drinking. There's dice games in the corner.
I'm just going to steal some dice now. You're probably having to be loud, but I think the noise around us probably cancel it out. Yeah, they can't hear you. You're fine.
It's just, I was a bad goblin before, and I try not to be a bad goblin anymore. And you're way too freaking nice. So I was wanting to know, maybe we could try to talk him off the ledge. At least, I know you probably don't know Goblin. Maybe I talked to him, but maybe you could help me get support of everybody.
I mean,
I look at everybody again.
I kind of whisper it back down to you. We'll give him the opportunity, but I've met a few goblins, and you're probably the most well kept of them all.
Thank you. Even with this, and I brush some skin off.
No, I've never met ones that were recently incinerated, so
and molting.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Touché.
Look, if the chieftain, from my experience, probably not going to be up for not attacking things and killing them. So what if we dethrone the chieftain, just the one goblin?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we could make look at Mizak. He was an idiot, and you guys love him, and I'm an idiot, and you guys love me. So maybe we could get all love to each other.
mean, I'm willing to give anyone a second chance, but
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you.
You're still
Caleb, look, we did it again. We did it again. We asked for things nicely and we did it again.
You
And
haven't
I look at
showered
Ixal
since
again.
you were set on fire, have you?
Well, it's just a musky scent.
Yep. I'm getting a lot
I'll go
of smokiness, like a
I'll
cedar.
go shower now. And then I'll play for you. And then I walk off and go shower.
Looks like a big doll made of dried out sea cucumbers.
Best
Kilmo,
looking
you're
cucumber
muted.
you've ever seen.
So
All right. Well, I was trying to ask Gorback what he did, and I'm assuming he just kept walking off.
I was like,
So then I will spiritual over to Azal. What did he ask you?
I'm open for negotiations. That's what I said. If we're going to go and fight in a bunch of goblin hordes, for one, that's dangerous, and if we can get as close to the chieftain without having to kill anything, I'm up for it. The problem is, the chieftain's not going to change his mind. How often does a king change their mind about how they're doing things? Chieftains are like goblin versions of that.
Yeah, he should know that.
I mean, I asked if he was okay with taking the question. He said okay. If he's not okay with it, we can let it time out for 2 months and just let it go on the wayside.
Yeah.
But
We'll talk more about it on the way and see how his demeanor changes. And then we can also scout out the goblin encampment and see what type of situation we're actually dealing with.
lots of pointy things.
Yeah.
Fire.
But yeah,
ambushes.
we'll see what we can do about that when we're closer.
He still smells like, like you had the fireplace going and you forgot to open the flume, and then just smoke comes back in. That's what he smells like right now.
Keeps on eating himself.
That's
It's only one time.
go take a shower. Get out of here! You smell horrible. How do you smell worse?
The further you get away, it's worse.
It's too smoky. So, do we leave tomorrow morning?
Yeah. You ready for another boat ride?
As long as it's not dealing with acid rain, I'm fine.
You keep talking about this acid rain.
Look,
It doesn't happen very often, but it does put a damper on shit.
acid rain, flash freezes, fiery ice from the sky. 3 no-nos. I'm against all 3 of them.
Just wait until they all happen.
That
doesn't happen.
better not. If it happens,
Or at least
you
not to
haven't
my knowledge.
told him about the dread wind yet.
Wait. I haven't told myself about the dread wind.
just put one bad word in a weather anomaly, and I'm just going to be upset.
No, it's a quick moving fog that basically shrouds you in necrotic energy and saps all your life, and basically just people find you as mummified husks.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, well, while we're having this conversation,
You fucking
I
say
will- I
Dreadwind,
will-
I will punch you. I'd rather not know.
I will just put my hand on his all shoulder and just say it could be worse, and walk away.
Well, we're going to the same place, though. Alright, fine. Gander,
Yes.
anything you need to pick up before we head out on the ocean for 3 days? Raw material,
No.
bits of metal, copper wire,
No. I got most of everything.
shitting on the bed, anything.
Well, I have to find a time when he's not home to do that.
He'll be home. Just walk in, distract him. He probably sleeps with somewhere nearby. Shit on the bed.
In his bed.
No, they don't sleep in their bed. Dwarves sleep where they work.
No, not this soon. Someday.
Sabotage.
Maybe we can find.
I mean, ancient Elven Ruin sounds like a good place to find mystic
The starting
stones.
of a cipher.
Find some weird rocks.
And it does get. And it is a favor to the Archaeological Society.
I'm not saying you're going to get accepted to them. I'm just saying show up the asshole who made you feel bad.
Yeah, no, I get it. But no, I don't need anything.
All right. I'm going to go pick up some javelins.
Yeah. Did you lose them?
I'm down to one. I gave Mizak one of my other ones. I broke the other one.
We'll go get some javelins.
I leave.
Yeah, I'm auto cruising through the rest of the day.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys wanted to accomplish with your day remaining?
I'm good. I'm just chilling.
Out, maxing, relaxing. I'm gonna shower super hard and try to get all this dead skin off of my body.
Yeah. What about you, Red?
Watching the party intently.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Arthur intently.
Trying to determine how much money in taxes I'm going to make.
What are taxes?
Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
he knows
no.
what taxes
He
are.
knows what they are, and he gets them.
He's just not a fan of having to pay the inverse of it.
Oh, no, there's no paying of taxes, only receiving of taxes.
So he's not going to pay taxes.
Look, if my grandfather taught me anything, never pay taxes. They'll never come asking for them.
I mean, what are they going to do? Nothing.
I don't even live. I'm not from here.
Well, once upon a time, people who didn't pay their taxes got sentenced as debtors and were put on a ship and dumped on an island in order to toil away to pay off their debt.
Australia.
Isn't that how they made Australia?
Yeah, that's how they made Australia.
Yes. But then again, those people ended up finding magical items, leading a rebellion, killing all the Ashgaran guards, and then founding the kingdom of Balathor. So, yeah.
Just to make sure we're tracking that, we're still talking about Australia, right?
Country is of thee, sweet land of fuck you, I got magic.
But no, that's actually was the origin of Balathor too.
Copy paste Australia. Input magic.
Was originally a penal colony. Yeah, I should have known better with this group.
Copying things going on right now lately with D&D, so we probably shouldn't copy any backstory.
Don't copy Australia.
Actual country. We're copying Australia, but in that case,
sorry, but the backstory to Australia is already trademarked.
Yeah,
they're gonna sue us.
Now New Zealand, I mean, Kiwis don't care.
I love New Zealand. Okay, anyway.
Everybody does.
Yeah. Anyway, so you guys aren't planning on doing anything?
Nothing crazy. Well, Gorbeck.
Nope.
He's taking a nice long soak in a bath.
I'm not taking a bath. I guess that's crispy.
If you smell the same when I meet you, I swear I'll bathe
He rolls
myself.
out that bath looking like Yoda.
Oh.
What? It's the gremlin. This is the gremlin. You fed him after midnight. You got him wet.
This is a Mogwai.
A
Yeah, you
Mogwai.
bet have any
Yeah.
turn.
No, we're
Anyway.
not doing anything. We're not doing anything for the rest of the night.
Yes. Anyway, Izal disappears for a brief moment, or at least for a few hours around dinner.
Wait, Izal is getting it in. Wait.
And then, it would be Gander, yes. Eventually, though, Izal wakes you as she returns sometime in the late hours of the evening. Arms filled with javelins.
Oh, never mind.
Do you have enough?
Yes. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep.
Damn, I was kind of hoping
Good
Izal was
night.
getting it in.
Who?
So did we all did.
Was hoping. I was like, damn. Said I had to hit something. I was like, yeah, girl, you hit it and quit it. Yeah. But no, not at all.
But the love interest is not on this island.
That's true. That doesn't mean that you can't find love on this island.
So is all just hoeing?
Doesn't mean you can't hit it and quit it.
Izal is a Zella.
I have a love for exotic weaponry. What are you talking about?
I mean, those javelins are kind of long.
Stop.
Thick.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Not as thick
Stop.
as your arrows.
Yeah, derail.
Eric, save us.
Derail.
Eric.
Yes, exposition that I throw out in the middle of nowhere to confuse everybody.
Sweet
Acid
nut
rain.
milk.
Acid rain everywhere.
All right, no, this is derailing. All right. Evening passes
Do I need to
the
walk out
distant-
naked again?
with the distant sound of thunder rolling across the bay. A couple of you guys wake up and toss and turn in the middle of the night with the sound of heavy thunder coming through and dappling the slate roofs. Tink, tink. You get sense maybe a little bit of hail passed through in the evening. But as you guys kind of awake the following morning with the slightly colder than average temperature that you guys have experienced over the last couple days, it is, after all, late autumn. And you guys kind of awake to a new glorious day with the sound of hustle and bustle in the surrounding streets, making their way back towards the quieter area in which your little inn dwells.
Hey, get up. It's time to get up. Oh, shit, my javelins. I didn't put them up. I got too many. Gander, get out of bed.
I'm
Let's roll you over out of the bed.
ah!
That's a deadly fall for you. Get up.
Okay.
The ship's leaving today. We can't let them leave without us.
Well, I would hope they wouldn't leave without. Did they say they paid, or did they say they just negotiated the price? I'm just thinking about that.
I think they negotiated, so if we're not there, they're going to go either the direction we're going or the direction they want to go.
Oh shit! I'm just gonna start getting crap together and just eat without me. I'm gonna go make sure they don't leave without us.
All right. Yeah,
That's
Torbeck,
this
Torbeck.
is
Are
a
you
very
awake?
it's a very big suite. Don't need to pay attention to things. Shut up.
You're muted.
What the heck?
Oh
Was
man.
I don't know. That was not from Sirenscape, though.
I don't even have Sirenscape up.
that?
Okay.
So
So,
but yeah, I'm gonna go make sure they don't leave without us.
Okay. And the rest of you guys are going to partake of breakfast and then head to the harbor? Or was there anything else you guys needed to do? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So, Gander, you arrive as they seem to be loading up some food and barrels of fresh water for the trip. Denny kind of gestures, acknowledging your existence, and just kind of lets you. Are you jumping on the boat?
Yeah, I'm getting on the boat and just I'm gonna Denny, do you want me to give you the money or do you want me to give it to Silverleaf? And I'm just gonna start I don't have the full, I can give you half. The rest will just come from everybody else.
And he kind of looks down. Technically, the arrangement is for 5 gold per person. So if you just want to pay your portion, that will be fine.
I'll just hand him 15 gold and just, I guess this is for me, Izal, and Caleb.
Very well. And he writes that down. We'll be shoving off here in about an hour, so hopefully your compatriots will be here.
Oh, well, I hope they got the memo.
Yes. About 50 minutes later, your group shows up and arrives. Kind of goes through and goes, yes, Madam Zal, your passage has been paid, as is Master Caleb. Master Gorbeck, Master Volred, Arthur, your passage is still yet to be paid. Did you pay him money, Volred? Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 gold? Yep, 5 gold.
Sure.
And he kind of looks over at Arthur and Gorbeck.
Thought we were working.
No.
Not this passage.
I'm gonna head up to the crow's nest. See you in a little bit, and Arthur's gonna try to keep going past Denny.
You see Denny just kind of roll his eyes. He looks down at Gorbeck.
I'm gonna walk behind him. I'm with him.
He's like, no. Arthur is still technically a member of the crew. I can work him to get my 5 gold. You are a passenger, and
I just don't feel comfortable about that after me climbing up a pole and you telling me you're gonna work me.
So, Master Gorbeck, 5 gold, if you please.
Caleb, anywhere around?
I don't know. Is Caleb around?
I'm already on the ship, and Gorbeck got stopped, so I can be if he.
That's up to you guys.
Can I make dice with precipitation?
Yeah, you can make a small item with prestidigitation.
Can I make 5 small items?
You're gonna try and make gold pieces?
No. I want to make dice. In a cup.
That's probably a little elaborate. You can make a singular item that is small and not complicated.
I say, shibbaloo! I'll play dice with you. And that's my precipitation word.
Denny just kind of looks down. I already have 1 small green boozy dice thrower on this ship. I don't need a second.
Me sack.
Listen, I've got the gold.
Do you have the 5 gold?
Yes,
or
I got the
not?
gold. I just don't want to give it to you because I think you're rude and you're a prick and you're not nice to people. And I'm trying to be nice to people.
Gorbeck.
Yeah.
Gorbeck.
Yeah.
Gorbeck.
Yeah.
I
Just pay the man.
slide my golds into. Well, I slide my hand into my pouch. And I say, what?
I go below deck
because
because I'm not about to deal with this hoopla.
I'm about to say,
I'm
wait,
gonna
hold on.
Find me a hammock.
Gorbeck, he'll shoot you.
Freaking 5.
It won't be the worst thing that's happened today.
This week.
Technically, he blew up last night. Or I guess,
Yesterday morning.
yeah, yesterday morning. On the plus side, he looks much better after his bath. Anyway, 5 gold. He takes it. Excellent. Pleasure doing business with you.
Kick.
We're ready to shove off, so it's going to be a beautiful few days.
We shall see.
He makes his way down the pier towards the harbor master to sign off on the final paperwork as you guys get in. About 20 minutes later, Denny returns, and you guys got the go ahead to detach from the pier. The lines are cast off, and a small tugging vessel goes to push you guys out into the widening sea before you. Before long, the sails were dropped, the wind picks up, and you guys make your way northward along the main northern shipping route to the city of Elven, well known for its wine, eloquent food, and other luxuries. So we're actually going to go ahead and call it there tonight, and we will see how the journey concludes and what you guys end up doing upon your arrival in Elden next week in Chapter 10.
Oh boy.
It's going to be interesting.
Well, thank you everyone for coming and watching the stream again. We really appreciate it. Everyone new that came in. Adjacent with Jace is this Thursday as we review this last episode of what the hell happened. Guest would be, if we go, are we going by the order, or are we doing something special?
Assume that would be up to you.
Well,
You're the host.
I will select my guest right now. Ari will make his return, assuming his schedule is okay, because it gives me more time to edit something else. Thank you, Ari, for agreeing to come on. So join us Thursday at 8 o'clock for Adjacent with Jace on our Twitch. The VOD for this episode for Chapter 9 will be available on Thursday around 12 o'clock. And then the VOD for 8, pick a 12. It'll be ready, maybe.
Pick a 12.
If you're like the AM, no. And then Adjacent Jace will be available on Saturday morning around 12 o'clock as well. Follow our socials, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and our Twitch, and get notified whenever we go live for future information. And thank you.
Yeah, it's also an awesome way to send questions to Jace for anything you might be curious about with Arthur or Izal. Izal can get questions too. Or if you just want to, say bad things about the Dungeon Master, I guess you could do that. It is a safe space after all.
Done.
Jesus
Done.
Christ.
Done. Screw fire. Leave me alone.
Don't attack
You
wizard
did that
towers.
to yourself. You
Level
did that
2.
to yourself.
Yeah, you're inept.
You even said you. Oh,
Well, as according to the chat, thank you, FS Slayer, for dropping in. FS Slayer 09. Yeah, it is the end of the session, so you did kind of I mean, theoretically, we don't know how long you were there. You just commented now.
That
But
and hello to Given Kittens.
Given Kittens also showed up. Thank you all.
And
Yeah, I
Sparse.
thought FS Slayer was there earlier.
We're not sponsored. Put that away.
I don't know. But yeah, thanks for coming out, Kevin.
Way to go. And with that, everyone have a wonderful night. Enjoy your week, and we'll be here again on Thursday for Jace with Jace. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Toodles, peace and deuces.
Bye.
Bye.